Okay, we are up and running. Sorry about the double start. I had a Streamlabs issue that required me to shut it down and restart it. Okay, so here we are, all recovered from the disastrous GAC this morning and ready to start conquesting and territory battling and all the other stuff we love so much about this game. So first things first, I just got to drop my characters in platoons real fast, and then we'll hit conquest immediately. Oh, my guild is being salty today for whatever reason. Okay, so we'll see how much of this I actually have to place. A lot of people know what they're going to use and will just place, whatever. So on occasion, some of my asks are turned out to not be needed. In this case, however, it seems like... okay, so my Han Solo, I was asked to put this guy down. Me Love Food handled it for me. Thank you, Me Love Food. He's a good guildmate, good person, good human. Okay, and hop over to light side. We'll see what the damage is here. Doesn't really... It really only starts hurting my teams in the later phases when I have to put down some of my more rare characters that are higher up. Like, I really, when my Kyle Katarn is put into operations, that one I feel, because I have his Omi, and his Omi makes a very big difference in territory battle. It's one that is slept on, since most territory battle ones are kind of luxury, but that one was recommended to me by a friend when we were still doing Geo light side, and man, oh man alive, did it make a difference. It made any Jedi team I wanted to use succeeded big time, which in light side GOTB, is it is not the easiest content in the game. I don't know what it's like now. It's been years since I've had to worry about it. Well, it's been since Rote launched, I guess, since I've had to worry about it. But yeah, it made a difference back then, and it's making a difference today. So here we go. Platoons are set. We're gonna conquest for a while, and then we will, we'll go to knockout TB, and then we'll head over to the new player experience. So I got to remind myself on some feats here. So Captain Rex surviving 35 enemies with Cal. Oh, Sam's having a good time. Win 15 battles. Okay, see, this one I don't have to worry about because I do get the Conquest Plus pass. So I get this consumable from the get-go, and I don't have to worry about this one either because you get that from the Conquest Pass Plus as well. And then these will be completed as a result of having those stuff. But yeah, if I'm remembering right, this is going to be a fest of... well, let me tell you something, Witch. The day has been better. Had a pretty disastrous pretty disastrous GAC. But we are recovering. Select a data disk. What do I want here? Well, you know what? Caustic emissions is never, ever a bad choice. So we'll just go ahead and set this stuff in place now. And let's see. Okay, so we've got regular old Bo-Katan with some regular old Mandalorians. I always start on the hard path. Defeat 35 enemies with light side Mandalorians. Gain evasion up 50 times. Defeat 35 enemies with Ewoks. Win 10 battles with a full squad of resistance units. Okay. So I pointed this out the last time Conquest was active. If you have Padawan Obi-Wan and you feel so inclined and you have the Omis to spare, all of these like accuracy up Omi, all these accuracy up, evasive up, all this stuff is covered under his Omicron. So that's something to keep in mind, something to consider, that were you so inclined to apply the Omi, it could make a lot of those feats a lot easier. You know, assuming you've got. Go get them, buddy. Okay, is it overprepared or cooling system that I need for the global? Sorry, folks. 1 second. Let me just go double check. I think it'd be nice if you could check the event feeds from inside, but I think it is overprepared. Yeah, so it's overprepared, and then booming voice, which booming voice got equipped already. So we just need to throw overprepared on, and we're just gonna kick this off with Bo-Katan and her Mandalorians, and then that was the royalty team to get the royalty title. I finished that last time. So we need all light side. Mandos, and that's perfect. Oh, hold on. God. Got to get back into the swing of things here. So it's a tech, I believe, and it's over prepared. Confirm. There. Now we got this. Now we are cooking with propane. Yeah, royalty squad. The royalty squad. Which I didn't see if that was still in or not, or if it's gone just because I completed it. But fairly easy thing to do, assuming you have a couple, because I don't think they all need to survive. I just think you need to just have them. You know, so if you've got one or two strong ones to carry that team, that was pretty easy to snag and take care of. Okay, oh, and there we go. Here we are, off to the races. We'll knock a couple of feats out right away. Start making some progress. You know what, Candyman, you can be a pain in the ass, so we're gonna pain in the assify you. And then people are gonna get called to assist no matter what. So we'll just shred Django. There we go. Just so we get more assists. There we go. And there we go. No such thing as luck. Overprepared 1, feat completed. And we're working on boom and voice. Ewoks. It had to be Ewoks. Alright, so let me take a quick peek. Excuse my cough. Let me take a quick peek at SWGOH Evasion Up characters. So we have Padawan Obi-Wan, but with his Omicron, Seventh Sister Hunter, Omega, Darth Bane, Commander Ahsoka Tano, Han Solo, Echo, Biggs Darklighter, Jyn Erso. Okay, so I mean, this has been probably my only complaint with this this particular conquest is there's not a whole lot of synergy going on in the feats. So we're going to get a little with Ewoks, you know, from Princess. Was it Princess? No, okay. I mean, we could get a little from Echo, I suppose, under like a Padawan Quadme team. But there's just, they probably didn't want people just leaning on one or two teams to try to get through stuff. But, you know, simultaneously, it turns what is already a bit of a grind, which I don't mind. I like the game mode. I think the game mode's fun, but it turns what is already a bit of a grind into even more of a grind because you're having to you're kind of having to struggle a little bit more and focus a little bit more. And then these Ewok teams are never fun because of the stuns right here. All the stuns. And everybody's going to get stunned here, but let's... keep making some booming voice progress at least. And she got stunned. Cute. Okay. Yeah, that's Ewok battles are among my least favorite. They're easy enough to kill, but the stuns, it just drags out. It just drags out. But you know, we're kind of on our way. Um, we do need to win the battles with Kwai and Obi and whatnot surviving. So when we'll get a few more fights in with these guys, try to get that mostly done, and then we'll bust out that team. And we'll throw some Bad Batch folks on there to see if we can't get some evasion up going on. Conquest. Conquest. Okay. Oh, we got us a Darth Revan lead. At least he's fairly recognizable with his new portrait. Most of them are. There's a few that are just out of complete whack. Like Canderous. I don't know. I don't know who did the art or where it came from, but some of them are just a little bit off. We'll see how this one goes, but this one might potentially be the last one. I don't like taking them too low. Also, Booming Voice is going to do no good against Revan. But it'll do good against Malik. But now everybody's scared. Now everybody's scared. All right, not bad. Maybe we got one more left in them. You never know. You never know. Like that went pretty smooth. If they had struggled at all, I mean, and they only struggled because of the fears and the crowd controls and whatnot. So right here, Zealous Ambition is maybe the best all-around data card or data disc, whatever you want to call them, that you'll see in the game. I'm sad when it goes away, and I'm happy when it's here. But it basically turns your healers and your supports into walking nuclear weapons, more or less. The biggest hit I've ever seen in this game from a non-GL came from Padme, who had a couple of those discs working in her favor. Normal Padme, old school Padme, and she dropped like a 4.3 million crit with her little whirlwind kicky thing. It was nuts. Like deleted that guy and all of his children and all of their children. Like just it was crazy. It was awesome. But okay. Yeah, we should be just fine doing this one. And then we'll throw in because we do need for the global feat. There we go. So now revives are out of the question. This should be pretty smooth sailing from here. I mean, the damage still seems like it's there. I don't know. Do we want to try one more? We're not dropping stars. We're not dropping fights. We're making progress on their feet. Is she needed for any of these boss battles? I don't remember. What do we got here? Scout Trooper, win with only light side. Okay. And Grand Amothron. Okay, so no, she's not needed for any of these. So we could Clone Troopers. I think we'll be able to do this one just fine. But this 50%, I think, will definitely be the last. Even if I don't need to make use of them for anything else, for the foreseeable future, we'll give them a chance to recharge overnight. I'm taking a lot of turns here, boys. Let's... Holy assist, Batman. Okay, we need to get Rex off the field before he decides to... There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's not so much the offense, I think. It's their speed. Losing all that speed is hurting them. Definitely giving the other team a little bit of leeway to do some damage, make some moves. All right, so great from them. So yeah, we're gonna do a team under Quadme and the Poncho Bros with Echo and Hunter for hopefully get some evasion ups going on. And then we will... Oh, and look at that. Perfect timing. It's done. And then we will... and then we'll probably start... Because 35 with Ewoks isn't horrible, so we'll see how many we can get done here, and then we'll start in with these guys. And of course, we'll have to switch some teams around for her feats and what have you. But Geos should be doable for the Poncho Bros, right? So we want Galactic Republic. We want, where is Quadme? Where is Poncho Bro 1, Poncho Bro 2, and then that's, I'd see the Bad Batch ones, except for Wrecker. The Bad Batch ones are, and Hunter, I guess, stands out too a little bit. But yeah, the new Bad Batch ones, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Deleted. We might not get a chance to do anything. There we go. So this should be. Oh, it says Clone Trooper allies. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. See, that's. I mean, at least we got 2, right? Okay, so I mean, we're gonna get a couple per fight. I guess it's progress, it's something, but man, this is not. Again, if I like, we'll take a look. I'll show you. And I mean, heaven forgive me, I do have, I do have his, I do have the Omis. I could, in theory, slap it on there just for ease of whatever, but yeah, we'll take a peek at his kit real quick. Oh, more Geos, cool. Okay, so yeah, Padawan Obi-Wan, fantastic character, I love it. Has this, which can't be a coincidence that he was released, and then the next Conquest, blah blah blah. Allies gain 10% max health, max protection, 30 speed. Allies gain an additional blah blah blah. Cut the offensive Sith enemies in half, blah blah blah. Padawan Obi-Wan has a chance to take a bonus turn, blah 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 blah. But it's down here. Whenever an ally uses a special ability, they inflict accuracy down, crit chance down, crit damage down, defense down, evasion down, offense down, potency down, speed down, stagger, and tenacity down on 2 turns, which can't be evaded. If Padawan Obi's stamina is 50% or greater, whenever he uses a special, allies gain accuracy up, critical chance up, critical damage up, defense up, evasion up, offense up, potency up, speed up. So basically, every debuff gets applied to the enemy, and every buff gets applied to your team. Which every single sector has one of these gain, whatever, 50 of these things. Are those buffs going to be useful? 100%. Are we likely to continue to see these debuffs being applied, and are these feats going to continue on in future conquests? We know we've got one more after this one we're going to have to get through. It's not common to see defense up, you know. It's not uncommon to see that one, and that one's actually was fairly common to see. But that one's also got a lot of characters like Obi-Wan and Sith Empire Trooper and whatnot that can do that. You know, but some of these like evasion up and potency up, accuracy up, you know, and then the down versions, those aren't always quite as common, and they don't always affect a big, broad team. I'm not going to lie to you. I am somewhat tempted to do this just to make this easier for me personally. I mean, I could just throw a whole Bad Batch team together, but again, that is not getting me synergy, because if I'm only working on one feat, I'm cutting my productivity down. I like to work on multiple feats at once. Unfortunately, there's no way to work on this feat or on this evasion up feat with any team that is relevant to the other feats in Sector 1. So in that case, you kick down to global. Okay, so if we're kicking down to global, we could, again in theory, we have, what do we have here? Win 15 battles with Captain Rex surviving. Okay, so in theory, we could put this to the side, throw together a clone team that includes Echo and Captain Rex. Like we could do like old school Rex lead with 5s and somebody else, and then have Echo and Captain Rex. That would be acceptable. That would be acceptable to me. For getting those, and it would save the Omicron, I guess, but yeah, actually, I actually see 0 gain evasion up 50 times, and we're at 5 of 50. How did it apply 5 times, I wonder? I don't know. Don't care. I'll take it. So yeah, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, I guess, to do. We'll drop them out, and we'll do clone troopers, and we'll throw young Rex, old man Rex, and we'll probably want 5s just in case we need a tank. And then he's gonna give it out to everybody, and then he's gonna give it out to everybody. So we're doubling down. We should actually, with this setup, breeze through it, but it's not the global feat that I wanted to be working on. And also, he with that zealous ambitious card, he might delete teams hardcore. Okay. How many cats do we have again? We have 4 cats. We have, the oldest is Pippi. She's like 12 or 13, but acts like a kitten. We have Bucky is the next oldest. He's the black and white long hair. My best buddy in the world. Just ask him. Yeah, so we got 11 that time. That's good. And then we have the next oldest is a gray kitty named Sparrow, who is very sweet, but also if I picked her up, she might choose to kill me. And then we have Goose. He's the youngest and the biggest. He's kind of skittish. Kind of has to be on his terms, but he's a very sweet cat. Here's the thing. All the cats really love their mom. The 2 oldest, like Bucky is my buddy. Pippi loves every human. Sparrow is a sweetheart, especially when there's food involved, or like she wants to cuddle in bed, but she has to pick the moment. You can't just like pick her up and pet her. She has to be like, hi. And then yeah, Goose is very skittish. But like when he's in his safe space, he'll let you come up. I think Ro is the only one that hasn't appeared on stream. Goose has been in the background for my earlier streams, and then Bucky will crawl up into my lap, and so will Pippi, and they've all been on stream before. Oh look, and this is a perfect team to use clones against. So, and then what's the defeat an enemy with Scout Trooper, win with only light side? I don't know that I want to throw Ewoks in here, but maybe we can keep going with the clone team for that fight. Wait, do I have the Zealous Ambition card equipped? I do, okay. Yeah, you gotta watch it, because sometimes Rex will accidentally delete whole teams for you when you're trying to work on stuff. And if there's one thing I stress with Conquest, it's efficiency. One, it's to avoid burnout. Like, you definitely do not want to get burnt out while playing this game mode. And it's something that can very easily happen if you're not careful. Oh, and look at the buff immunity from this asshole over here. See, but we're gaining progress on the booming voice data disk, which, is definitely a good thing. But yeah, we're not going to get as many evasion ups this time. So yeah, if my wife can get her hands on Ro, maybe this would be a good day to debut her on the stream. Um, or you'll see me get my face clawed off. I mean, either way, there's entertainment. That's got to be worth a follow, right? Seeing a little 7-pound cat just go psycho and claw me to pieces. Um, yeah, there's got to be something to that for sure. So what I'm looking for here is mostly in the tech section. Yeah, protection's nice, but what's gonna make me choose the node is a combination of like what stim packs are there, if there's like a tether tech here, um, or if there's a speed booster. And I mean, offense boosters aren't horrible. Health is nice, and they're tether. So this tech right here, if you're new to the game or if, whatever, if Conquest isn't your thing, there's a lot of accounts that aren't even like really Conquest accessible yet. Or they're doing easy or normal and it's not super challenging. This disc right here can be the difference between you winning and losing a battle simply because it puts ability block on the other team for 2 turns at the start. So if you're getting blitzed out by special abilities and you have a tether tech available, you slap that on, it might be the edge you need to get your own team going, to get the dangerous characters off, to get the battle done. I know when Queen Amidala was the boss of the whole big shebang, a couple conquests ago, I was able to nuke her out because of Zealous Ambition, Dash Rendar, and this tether tech stopping any abilities from happening until I got my own big bombs off. So this is a very, very valuable, and especially when you can get it for the currency, for the in-game currency and not your crystals. Beautiful. Chef's kiss on that. Okay. So we need to beat these guys with a whole light side team, which we have. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll switch to a different light side team. But it'd be nice to keep the evasion ups going, and then we'll throw a team in with Scout Trooper and hopefully be able to get a kill. But Scout, I think, benefits from ZA as well, so she should just be able to, like, pow, you're dead. But let's get going with our clones here. We'll call him Baker Squad, the D. Bradley Baker Squad, since he's the voice actor for every single character on this team, in the cartoons at least. Can we just nuke out Malicos real quick? No. That was cute though, right? We tried. We tried. But hey, we're getting the evasions. Ooh, they're pretty much all damage immune. That's neat. Dodged. There we go. All right. Oh, here we go. Some bonus evasion ups. And some more. Not bad. Get her gone. Get her gone. Oh. Ooh. That could have gone real bad real quick. There we go. And that might actually be the evasion up feat completed. Nope, close though. Probably close. Oh, I see Goose. Goosey. He ignores me. I'm not his mom. Alright, so defeat an enemy with Scout Trooper. We'll just go ahead and do the Imperial Remnant team. Ooh, I guess Night Trooper. This would be a decent time to see how Night Trooper is gonna do here. over Stormtrooper. Also, I gotta go and do the Night Trooper stuff. Oh yeah, of all the things that didn't happen, that didn't happen the most. We got the mass assist, but he's gone at least. We'll see if close. Clash, damn it. See, he benefits from ZA as well. There we go. All right. Feat completed. How much was that hit? Those numbers went way too quick, but that felt like a lot of damage coming from Moff Gideon there. Not from Dark Trooper Gideon, but from old school Gideon. Okay. So now we're at the branching data disks. Volatile accelerator, Kamui caustic emissions is always a decent choice if you want to run the thermal detonator one. I like getting multiple ZAs, so that means we got to go. I hate Padme nodes because of this. You will receive damage that is equal to the amount that you deal out. So in other words, it's like a retribution that they don't have to do anything. And so the damage dealt by this ability is increased 10% for each time that ally has dealt damage this way. This damage can't be evaded and can't defeat enemies. So more or less, you're killing yourself while you're trying to kill this team. I don't know if the clone troopers are going to be up for this one, but at the very least, we should be able to finish the feat of the evasion ups, assuming we get a turn, I guess. So, and doing anything right here is just going to cause an absolute blitzkrieg of damage. And let's see if we can at least get him out the window. Okay, here we go. This should hopefully complete the feat. Okay. Old man Rex up there. Yeah. Okay. So we were able to get it done. That's a plus. And that should also be the evasion feat completed. Yep, there it is. Okay. So remember, Clone Trooper team, Captain Rex in there if you want double synergy. The two, Hunter and Echo from Bad Batch, should be a fairly easy way to get it and make it happen. Okay, so we can go ahead and we can start on one of these, which doesn't get us any progress globally, but we need to get them done. Cute and Deadly with the Ewoks. I mean, it's only 35 enemies defeated. It's not, X number of battles or whatever. So, shouldn't be horrible. And also, remember that, you can work on these on the bonus nodes. When you're doing datacron farming, these feats can be done anywhere. Yeah, they can definitely be done on the datacron nodes. So, let's get you gone if we can. And we could not. Evasion City here. Yeah, my Ewoks are not amazing. I'm thankful at least that this feat is in this sector and not another one. And especially with a team that's got this many foresights and all this other stuff built into it where you miss a lot. All right, well, first failure, it had to come somewhere. So okay, well, we'll just sub in. We'll meet resistance with resistance, and then we'll worry about Ewoks later. You know, the usual suspects for who can be beaten by the Ewoks is, you know, the list is actually rather long. Do I want Zorian? I don't honestly think it matters. To be fair, I don't think this matters that much. And R2 gets the benefit of ZA because he is a support. So yeah, this one's going to be pretty straightforward for a lot of folks, especially if you're in hard. You probably have a good resistance team of some kind. It might not include GL Ray, but you probably have Finn, Zori, Holdo. You know, you could throw together a good team. All right, and now we're at the all-important Wandering Scavengers, where you can pick up an assortment of goodies for a varying cost of your whatever this currency is called. Conquest credits. Conquest credits. You know, this is another thing I like about Conquest is if you are trying to finish relics on a character, this is a pretty good time to do it. If you're not dependent on all of these going into buying character shards, you can pick up a lot of gear to help push the relic completion on a character over the course of these Wandering Scavengers popping in. The middle ones, not the ones that, like, they're not going to have anything, and the ones here at the end aren't going to have anything, but this middle one has stuff to help complete some relics. And in fact, like, since we're here, it's a very long list, but we'll get down there. We'll get down there. I need... Where is it? I saw it. It's down here, right here. I need 14 of these to complete Boss Nass. So now I'm going to be able to relic Boss Nass, which is a huge step forward towards Jar Jar, who we are about a month away from him showing up again. Yeah, this is another reason to take advantage of Conquest, is the access to the relic materials for this kind of currency is pretty amazing, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's better than crystals. It's better than a lot of the other means of acquiring them. So, you know, if you're able, take advantage. I mean, I had all of these for the most part left over from the first one because I wasn't really working on relics at that point, so I was able to save quite a few of them. But and I try to go into each of the next conquests. I'll finish a conquest. My goal is to have at least 1,000 of those left over if I can. And if I can't, then they're hopefully being spent towards a very worthwhile thing. I don't just willy-nilly use them. It's why, I try to avoid, if possible, spending them at those on, consumables. If I can avoid it. If I can't avoid it, I can't avoid it, I wasn't streaming when Amidala was the character. This is, as you know, a pretty recent venture for me. But if you could have seen what I went through trying to get my first kill on her till I figured it out, Oh my god. That was rough. I was like, oh, Bane's got this. Bane's got everything. No, Bane didn't have shit. Um, I do think my first kill ended up being like Sith Eternal with Bane under him. I think is how that went down. Um, but then yeah, and then I went and like every Zealous Ambition card I had, and I threw Dash in there, and Dash also was able to get it done, but he had to be at like 100% stamina with all sorts of consumables and a bunch of ZAs just to hit everybody hard enough to one shot nuke the whole team. Uh, good times. Good times were had by all. But we'll kind of do a breakdown when we're done with Conquest for the day of just like, hey, this is where we ended up. This is what we're looking at. Kind of set a goal. I like to start strong. If we can start strong on the first day, I mean, I feel like it just sets us up for the rest of it. Speaking of starting strong, look at these troopers. Look at these troopers. I think these troopers is going ham. Turn meter hell. I mean, one thing we got going for us is we are not dependent on anybody surviving for the feat progress here. We are dependent on taking turns though, which we're not getting a whole lot of those right now. I feel like these days are long gone for this Imperial Trooper team. I don't think this is going to happen very much anymore unless they add an Omicron to this setup or without a Datacron's help. These sort of turn meter trains are just kind of out the window for them. I think we'll get a turn eventually. But this is the sort of thing, like if you do find yourself stuck, this is the sort of thing that tether disc can help you avoid by them not getting special moves right at the off the jump. Oh, hey, look at that. We got a turn. Oh no. Get her another lifter. She needs help. She's struggling. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay, what are we looking at here? If resistance can't handle this, then she definitely needs a lifter. I mean, she does. Ben isn't considered resistance, and he is a key kind of part of her team. So, I mean, there is that factor to consider, I suppose. But and we're only nuking him out so he doesn't revive. If we were going for kills, I would have saved him to let him get a revive, but we're not going for kills. We're going for wins. Well, welcome to the new viewers. Welcome to the Conquest. Everybody's favorite game mode: yours, mine's, NCG's. Uh, We mostly have just been making progress. We're a little over halfway through the sector, a little over halfway through Sector 1. And just kind of going over some of my strategies and thoughts and tips and opinions on certain things. And trying to multitask feats as much as we can. Um, so just to kind of get the new folks caught up. Hello again and welcome. It's very, very, very nice to have you here. Um, so we were able to knock these two feats out pretty quick. For the evasion up feat, we ended up going with a team that was led by Old School Rex with Captain Rex, Fives, Hunter, and Echo from the Bad Batch. We did that because Hunter and Echo give evasion up, and Captain Rex, Old Man Rex, is needed for a global feat. So we were able to get a lot of synergy going, get a couple of feats working at the same time, which is what I always try to do. And there's not much evasion up to be found on the teams suggested in these three. And then, of course, we also went over the, hey, look, if you get the Padawan Omicron, it covers all of it. All the evasion ups and the evasion down and the accuracies and all that stuff is covered under his Conquest Omicron. And he's in a global feat. So, I had been moderately tempted to think about applying it, but I did not. But if you have the Omicrons available, if you have the character, you have the Omicrons, it could make your conquest for the next two at a very minimum a little bit easier. So just something to keep in mind. And right now we're working on resistance. I'm always trying to progress a feat in one way or the other, if I can. It's not always possible. It's not. I mean, I'd be lying if I were to tell you guys that it's 100% possible 100% of the time to have progress on a feat. It's not. It's just not. Between stamina and, characters being limited by what powers are or aren't available to them, it's just, you do what you can. You do the best you can. But, it's just not always possible to be working on a feat while working on the rest of Conquest. But it is my goal. It relieves some of the crap that comes along with it. You don't want to burn out, so you want to be as efficient as you can be. There we go. And some of these feats, frankly, can be kind of frustrating to get, the computer gets a say about when they take turns and all this other stuff. Okay, so now, all right, thermal exhaust. This data disk, along with this data disk and a couple others, are very, very key to getting the, some people might call it a cheese. I call it a strategy. We'll poke. So caustic emissions. Enemy units gain damage over time for 2 turns at the start of their turn, which can't be resisted. Fantastic. Thermal exhaust. Whenever an enemy gains 5 debuffs, they gain 2 stacks of thermal detonators for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. So, at the start of every turn, so whenever they take a turn, they're getting 2 damage over times, which are debuffs. And if you've got a debuff heavy team, like you've got Lord Vader, Darth Vader, you've got a team that's throwing debuffs like mad. Revan, 601 and pick 'em. There's lots of teams with debuffs. Bad Batch. You will put thermal detonators on that team, and then they can build up to astronomical numbers, and then when that opponent takes a turn, they go poof. This is one of the best methods for getting through a tougher node. If you're stuck and struggling, get a debuff heavy team, start rocking this combination, and there's others that go into it, which we'll look at more as they come along. But yeah, the thermal detonator trick and this trick's been known for a long time. So if you're curious, you can always do a Google search and you'll see the build you should be looking for to help you get it done. But Hmm. Maybe we can tag in the Ewoks here. Maybe. And I always stick to the gold path, usually until the last sector. I feel because you'll get the gold path feat completed long before then. And by the time you're in the last sector, the only reason really to use the gold path is to have a bigger variety of data discs and Jawa scavengers. And by the time you're in the final sector, it's okay to deviate off from that path because you'll probably have your best data discs by then. Um, and what you get in the final sector probably won't make that much of a difference, but it could in theory. I mean, it's ultimately up to you. This is just what I do after a long time and many conquests. Yeah, just to relieve again some of the pressure, some of the whatever. I just want to get it done. I will deviate off the gold path in the last sector, unless my data if my data discs are crap. If they are absolute crap, I'll keep going until I either get good discs or I run out of options. Which has happened. I tend to notice it happens more in the final. So when you're in month 3 or conquest 3 of whatever the current character cycle is, I have noticed that things tend to get a little wacky in those conquests. Wow, my Ewoks are just dog shit. But what's funny enough is like we get to the Bad Batch nodes to farm Datacron stuff, and they'll do just fine. But against all these other teams, which in theory they should be, I mean, not blowing out of the water, but having a decent time against at least. There we go. Hey, there's one kill, right? 34 more to go. And this guy will revive, so he's kind of always a fun guy to farm if you can a little bit. You take him down. He'll come back up as long as he's got a buff, and you can kind of keep it going. You know, same with this guy. She can revive him. She can also revive who we just killed. Man, my Ewoks are just not doing good this time around. I guess I need to put them back on the bench. They can go sit on the bench with Trench until we get to here. So this was what Grand Admiral Thrawn surviving. Win without using any Empire in your squad. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just dip back to the Galactic Republic. Just start making some more progress with the Queen Amidala, Poncho Bros team. Um, 4th and 5th don't really matter. But I'm going to try to use characters that I know for sure I'm not going to need later. Like I know I need him, but not until the last sector. I think is there's a feat for winning with both Qui-Gon surviving. But you know we've got all these new relic. You know we've got like a Luminara here, cool, and we've got a Plo, cool. Why not? Why not? Should be a good time. Should be a very good time. And, you know, we still have Booming Voice running, so all these guys will swarm. We got us a nice tank. So, yeah, if I had his Conquest Omicron running, like, this team would be full of debuffs right now, and this team would be full of buffs. Hey, Sopper, how you doing, buddy? Good for you. My GAC went horribly. My GAC went really bad, but it's probably a darn good thing that the break is coming, right? I'll get to kind of reset and refresh a little bit. But yeah, it was rough. It was rough. I got stuck on a Ray team. But congratulations to you. He dropped 4 on Executor and you 3-shot his. Nice. Well done. Well done, my friend. It's good to see you. How's things going? um, yeah, unless they're in war, and in war they're just okay. And if you're able to survive their opening onslaught, yeah, they're only good in war. And if you can survive their opening onslaught, then you can just pick them apart. But yeah, they're only good in war. They're not built for anything else. All their buffs come or are only turned on in war. Um, it's kind of sad because there's some cool characters in there like Ronin and Mockingbird, but they're the best team for the Red Hulk in Avenger on the Avenger node. Um, I mean, I guess you could probably. I'll tell you, I didn't beat it with them. I'll tell you that. If I had to take a guess, I probably used a combo of like, I probably had Captain America in there. Probably had Infinity War Thor, and then Hulk, and you know, and I did not use them. I did not use them. But yeah, they're not made for anything other than war. They're a very underwhelming team. You're completely correct. I mean, but they're like any team. If you build them up high enough, they can handle some stuff just out of pure power levels. But yeah, they're not made to function. So that's another one of my problems with Marvel Strike Force is like the mode specific teams that just once they're out of those modes, they're underwhelming. But then you look at like Extreme X-Men. They're great everywhere. It doesn't matter where you use them, even though they're technically a raid team. And it's one of those things. Yeah, so I mean, you're definitely doing your alliance a good service there by having them as a war team. Mine are on defense all the time, um, and I will fight a minimum of one of those teams every single every single war. I'll fight one of those teams. Nice, good job. Was that the first clear or the second clear? Did you start your second run yet, or are you doing something else? I mean, I think it only took me till I was level 90 or 95. I don't think I touched it till then. I got to Cosmic and just turned the game off. Okay, so there's finally the booming voice feat is completed. How many battles did we go through before that was done? Almost all of Sector 1 before booming voice got completed. Wow. Unbelievable. All right, so Infinity Watch and then Void Knight. Um, Yeah, I can't remember. DD3 for me was a very long time ago. I wish I had written it down or remembered, but I didn't think I would have to, you know. Um, but I know I will tell you, Cosmic teams have been a hang up. Cosmic and City teams have both been a hang up for me in those events before. But like I when I went to whatever Super Scroll is that DD5. Whenever I went to Super Scrolls, I was stuck on the Cosmic nodes for 2 weeks, 3 weeks minimum, and then I got through them and things started going well, and then like I unlocked Old Man Logan and threw him in with the on the last couple of tiers, and he made it really easy. And then I took Super Scroll back in because he's a cosmic character, and like we just sprinted through the cosmic nodes with him. I think I was using Hive Mind, but my Hive Mind wasn't quite as finished then as they are now. Like I just got a diamond for Hive Gwen or Gwenum or whatever. Gwenum, that's what she's called, right? Gwenum. Yeah, I just got a diamond for her, and I need to buy one more node or one more thing from the Crucible store, and I'll have Red Goblin at 7 red or 6 red, but I'll have him at full stars. I'll have him at 7 stars. I can't remember if he's waiting for that 7th red star or not, but he's definitely waiting for 7 yellow stars. And then that's a great team. That's a great team. That's right. I was using Hive Mind and Kang, or some of Hive Mind, Kestrel, and Kang. But yeah, that's a great team. That is a fantastic team. Nice. Yeah, he Gambit's awesome, man. I mean, Gambit's just the shit. The constant counterattacks. If you can't get him out of there, like if he's on the other team and he's just pelting you with cards over and over and over again, it can be rough. And then the stronger he is, and the healing immunity, and it's just yeah. Gambit's the man. Gambit is the man. Okay, what are we looking at here? Frenzy Tech, Health Steal, Protection. Yeah, not bad. And then this is all like faction specific stuff, which I tend to ignore. I'll just grab this bottom node because I've never, unless it's needed for a feat, I've never thrown any of these on. Um, like maybe for when the Tuscans were needed, um, I would have used one of these, like their specific one. But yeah, I haven't touched those hardly ever. And maybe I'm doing myself a disservice, but oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think you're gonna get caught up in no time, man. Like I think you're gonna start blowing through this stuff. I think you're gonna hit a point where everything just starts flowing together. I think you're gonna do great. Win with Grand Admiral Thrawn surviving. Okay, so to win with Grand Admiral Thrawn surviving, we probably want to do this and this and do that. We'll throw the Royal Lobster in there. And we'll throw Maul on there just You'll need to sub out for horsemen, yeah. I mean, I wish they would. Maybe I can. Maybe I just haven't. But I wish I could go in and look at the new requirements because I. It's a very, very, very good move on their part to make it that as friendly as they've made it. Um, because I mean that's the arena meta. If you don't have Apocalypse, I mean, and now if you don't have Apocalypse, Old Man Logan, Super Scroll, and Black Knight, you're kind of out of luck for breaking any sort of actual good rank. Oh, is it in the? Is it in like their? It's in their blog or whatever. I see, and I never read their blogs. I never read their blogs. Every time I try, like it just ends up directing me to YouTube, and it's never on their YouTube page. All right, so there's win with Grand Admiral Throne surviving, and then what's the next one? Win without any Empire characters, I think is the other half to this. Yeah, win without using any Empire in your squad. Well, that should be easy enough for just about any team. I'll have to look. I'll have to take a peek. When I wrap up for the day, when I hop over there to do like Cosmic Crucible and stuff like that, when I'm done with this, I'll take a look. So win with no Empire. Oh well, gosh, it's we just have a smorgasbord of no Empire teams we can throw at it. But you know who I really want to throw at it for funsies? It's that guy right there. Yeah, good luck with your conquest, man. I'm gonna stream the whole damn thing right up to the end. Probably when all I'm doing is just farming Datacron shit. I'll probably stop streaming the whole damn thing at that point, but who knows? Who knows? But once I'm done here, I'll be heading to Territory Battle, and then I'm gonna hop over to the free-to-play account. Sweet. Auto is I don't know why. It never occurs to me that I can throw something on auto until the battle is almost done. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain is like locked in on you have to do this manually or you must do it manually. I don't know. It's because I'm just old or something. I don't know. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Convor's agility. I don't know who Convor is, but apparently he's very agile. Whenever an ally is critically hit, the gaining percent turn meter and a solid intel. That's not bad. That I feel like I've seen this before, but it's been a while. I mean, I definitely probably saw it the last time, but that is not a horrible Datacron defensive. But I kind of like this one. Like if you have this and you throw it on the 501st with gas, like you can you can keep gas standing for a lot longer, and then he recovers a lot faster. So it's a nice little cheese disc that works with gas. There are certain methods you can cheese some feats, and like on those, if it's like especially on a boss node where it's like a 15-minute thing, yeah, I'll put those on auto and hope it works okay. Ooh. Eh, eh. Sure. Ruthless Swiftness can actually come in very handy if you're trying to, on certain builds, depending on what you're trying to do. Oh, yeah, because Padme has the Steadfast Retribution on all her nodes. So whatever damage you do is reflected back to you, and the more you use the same move, the more it hurts your team. It's the literal worst thing ever. I absolutely cannot stand it. Hey, Night Sisters. So that means Night Trooper can come and party on this node or on this this sector. So that's kind of cool. We got a new character. He's not a trooper, though. He's a remnant and a night sister. 35 enemies with rebel fighter units. I mean, cheese on this is you throw them under Leia Organa. Just throw a bunch of rebel fighters under her and just let them go to town. Potency down. Let me look. Let me look at our, well, my favorite, swgoh.gg. Potency down. Look at that. You can tell Conquest is starting when you type swgoh and then a P, and that's the first Google result. It's potency down characters, because our friends are all doing this. So Queen Amidala, Padawan Obi-Wan, okay. Leia Organa is a potency down, okay. Grandmaster Yoda, Scion of Jango Ben Solo, okay, cool. So we are going to be able to get some synergy pushing forward with rebel fighters under Leia and getting potency down. And then these are just fights. So, I'm still in the hundreds. Maybe we'll go halfway into this one and then head to TB. We've been streaming for good. Yeah, dude. It is, out of all the things I hate about Conquest, it's that, the steadfast retribution, and the getting stunned by Ewoks when you're attacking out of turn that just drive me absolutely batty. Just drive me up a freaking wall, man. Cannot stand it. So yeah, we do her with rebel fighters. Doesn't matter who. But if you do support ones, like he's I'm pretty sure he gets ZA benefit. And then like Chirrut, I think. Wait, Chirrut's actually considered. Yeah, Chirrut's actually considered an attacker, which I think is kind of weird. But yeah, supports and healers. So Captain Rex would be good, but I need to let him rest. Because he would also, in theory, gain some progress. Although you know what? Let's run him into the ground, and if he ends up dying, I can throw a pack on him to get his stamina back up. But yeah, so there's some decent synergy here. But the rebel fighters need to get the kills. Where does her potency down come in? Or is it on her basic? Come on, show me the basic. Or it's not on her ultimate, is it? Where is her potency? Oh, come on. You let me scroll through the ultimate, but not through. Alright, come on. Show it to me. Oh, wait, can I hit? Oh, no, that brought up that. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if it's this or not. But yeah, so since we have the bellowing call data disk, since she's going to have these guys assist on every action she makes. Oh yeah, there's potency down on Phasma, and Hux has it too, and that guy's got it. So yeah, it's weird. He is considered a support, and Chirrut, I think, is an attacker. I think that's opposite. I think that should be switched. Personally, that's just me, but yeah, good call on doing it manual, man. That steadfast retribution crap is just crap. I hate it. I hate it. Them and Ewoks, they're the only two super annoying ones. I mean, you can get like with Imperial Troopers, they can be annoying, but for the most part, it's manageable. How many did we manage to do there? So we got 5 kills and 2 potency downs. Oh, 2 out of 50. 2. Oh wait, I think that's because she only affects certain types of characters with the potency down. It's not every character with potency down. I think it depends on their role right here. So yeah, inflict debuffs based on each enemy's role, which can't be resisted. So healers and supports get potency down. So on an Inquisitor team, I think it's only going to hit 2, maybe 3. Yeah, it's only going to affect 2 of them, but I mean, progress is progress. So yeah, potency down, potency down. So I mean, I guess the benefit would start to, unless you have Rex just delete their whole team. The benefit would come in if you're able to use it multiple times. But, you know, as of right now, we're only going to get a couple of stacks per fight. What are the other options again? So, again, we got Padawan Obi-Wan, which if you have his Conquest Omicron, it will apply it to everybody. Boba Fett, Scion, and Django wouldn't be a bad choice, but that's going to be affected on how many stacks of momentum he has. Like, once he hits certain momentum, I think his rocket from his backpack will do more. Kersantin, I'm pretty sure it's on his basic. Not sure where it is on her. She sits on defense most of the times. This is using her in Conquest is the most I've used her in an offensive manner since her release. But again, if you have that Padawan Obi-Wan cron, you can make some real progress on a lot of these sector feats, which is, I mean, probably no accident that he's got it, and immediately after his release, there's a conquest with a sector requiring those feats. Now, why they're pushing so hard in that kind of a manner to make it happen, I don't know, but if you have the character, you have the Omis to spare, and you want to make your life a lot easier, there's zero reason not to do it. That's my TED talk on that. I think I said it in the last sector too, and I think I said it the last conquest. I mean, it is a clear push to make you put that Omicron on for whatever reason, and maybe it's. Maybe it's a thing between the designers where they're like, hey, look, if we can show adoption rates, we can justify adding more of these to more characters. I'm not sure, but it's probably something like that. But I could also be, in a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory in here. All right, so yeah, we got a couple there as well, and we deleted Rex and Fives. Fives sacrificed himself even though he didn't need to. Yes, we'll check this progress out here in a second. I mean, on I think on like an Imperial Trooper team or against an Imperial Trooper team, this will stack onto most of them. So maybe we'll. Wait, what's the other faction? That Night Sister. Maybe we'll put these guys away for a little while. Certain defeat. I remember this one. The first time an enemy would be reduced to 50% health, they're inflicted. This can be handy for finishing off a pesky node. There's another ZA that would give me 3, but it's also a white one. Yeah, we'll grab this. This can be useful for a pesky node where you're having problems getting the kill. Make sure you lock that key enemy character down. Okay, so we're probably gonna hit this. What are Defeat an enemy with Sabine, win with a full squad of Galactic Republic surviving. Okay, shouldn't be too hard. I'm pretty sure we got that one done the last time. So, ooh. My Night Sisters aren't amazing, but let's see if we can make some progress with them. I mean, I do have the Night Trooper now. I did throw him on the Imperial Remnant team for the feat where you have to get a kill with Scout Trooper. I feel like maybe that's the route to go. But I don't know. If these guys get rolling. So I'm trying with Alpha Flight, and by that I mean I'm so out of training materials that I am just slowly trying to get all of them to where they're moderately useful. And it's going kind of slow. It's going kind of slow. But I want to be able to use them in the raids and things like that. But yeah, it's just until they start letting us have freaking training materials again, I'm kind of shit out of luck. Good lord, with the bonus attacks, man. Sure. Alright, that wasn't horrible. But yeah, so like I finally got Sasquatch unlocked, and like everybody but him is level 80 at least. But yeah, I can't do anything until they're all in raids until they're all level 75 and they all have blue ISO on them. Yeah, I just want to be able to contribute on the nodes because like there's a couple of non-mythic nodes, and then there's like a Spider Society node, and then it's Alpha Flight the rest of the way through. I need training cards really bad on Marvel Strike Force, and you know I might get a couple of hundred here or there on the on one of the Battle Pass nodes, but it's not enough to take something from 0 to 75. You need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and millions of gold. And the gold I actually have, because I don't have training materials, I've been able to save my freaking gold. But I mean, a month ago, that was the inverse. I had tons of training materials and no gold. And then they started doing these Merc for money blitzes on the weekends where if you have the Merc for money team, you get you know, and you only have to get like a certain number of points to unlock the milestones to collect rewards. And they were giving out, like, depending on how far you got, could have been millions of gold on Saturdays and Sundays. So I was doing that, and I was building up, and then we earned what's called a mega gold orb in a guild feat, and I pulled 25 million from there. So it's great. I finally have the money to do stuff with characters. I just don't have the training materials. And then I don't have the frickin' you know, and I don't have the gear really to advance anybody. Like I can get to gear 18 or I'm at gear 18 with a lot of characters. Have yet to do one gear 19 character, which is you need how many 30 or 40 of those to be able to do the newest Dark Dimension to get Mephisto. Yeah, I'm just not digging him on the Night Sisters. Just not feeling it. Oh, also another thing that bugs me about Conquest is Ezra and Sabine getting 97 attacks, constantly. Like just go. Yeah, this isn't going well at all. That was weird. He assisted on her thing and it kicked her out of it. That's odd. What a horrible fight. It's absolutely terrible. See, and he's got no damage on this team. Absolutely no damage. And then we finally get him gone, and she gets the revive on him. But hey, maybe we can. Yeah, I don't think he's meant for this Night Sister team. I think he does fine with Imperial Remnants, but I think the new Night Sister team is where his home's going to be. I mean, his damage is, 10% of what I've seen under an Imperial Remnant squad, under the Night Sisters, and that's not an exaggeration. I've seen him hit for 80, 90,000 crits, and here, like, his crit was 9K just a minute ago. I mean, if there wasn't a timer, I think we'd be able to win, but, I mean, my God. Just no offensive power from Night Trooper on that team. I mean, it makes me wonder if Asajj would be better than Marin, just so we have. But I think we actually would have died before we had a shot to actually win it. I'm trying to remember if I ended up even needing to complete the Night Sister feat the last time. There's a chance I didn't. Because at least they are generous in that regards. You do not need to complete every single feat to get the max crate in this thing. You can get it done with skipping a few. We'll see if we can't get there. Yeah. Well, new Imperial Remnant or new Night Sisters. We'll need to see. Maybe it'll be equal. But my plan is for now he will be 100% with Imperial Remnant, and I'll send Stormtrooper back down to like Iden or something. See, and now a lot of these guys are supports, so they get massive benefit from Zealous Ambition. Massive benefit. But yeah, so far just not a fan of him with Night Sisters. Even my Night Sisters are underwhelming. I'm the first one to admit it. I'm not rocking the tightest Night Sister squad, but simultaneously, we'll try it with troopers. We can get lucky here. We can get lucky. We can get lucky, potentially, maybe. Yeah, okay. All right, not bad. But yeah, I can see like if Captain Enoch as a lead with the Night Trooper under him, I can see some pretty cool stuff being done in that regard. All right, we have Grievous, and then we have Starkiller. Okay. And then with this one, I think it's a kill with Sabine, and then full squad of Galactic. Okay. So we've got just enough for 3 battles. I will probably buy one more refresh just to get all the feats done here, and then maybe clear up to the scavenger here, and then we'll head over to TB after that, and then we'll head to the new account after TB. TB doesn't take long. It's day 1, but you know, you can watch me lose the Dark Side Fleet node, which I do 90% of the time, and then, you know, every now and again though, pull out a win. You never know. You never know. And we'll see if troopers can handle this. But yeah, we'll get through Kelleran. We'll get both the Kelleran's feats done, and that's, I think, a great place to stop. All right. No revives for you. All right, that was fun. That was fun. What is happening here with this screenshot, buddy? You're making me nervous. You make me nervous when I got a guildmate. It makes me incredibly nervous when he starts putting up screenshots of stuff. Turns out it was harmless this time. But we have our eye on him. This could be doable, but it could also go bad in a hurry. We'll give it a try. I'm refreshing energy anyways, so if we need to switch teams, we need to switch teams. Not a big deal. How am I looking on the camera? It's kind of dark in my living room, but the camera seems to be boosting the light pretty well. Yeah, this is, there's a word for how this is going, and it's poorly. This is going poorly. Yeah, they're at the point where they're too slow to really get anything done. Because yeah, if these guys can't get a jump on a team and start their turn meter rolling and start picking off some vital members, they can get smacked around pretty easy. Dropping a Star Destroyer on one Dark Trooper, Star Killer, you are savage. You are savage. Okay, well, so global feats wise, let me look global feats if there's a team. I've been ignoring Captain Rex. No. Oh, defeat with Jedi Knight Cal. I probably need to start doing some of that. Yeah, so maybe I'll just grab some Jedi real quick. And where's Hoda? There he is. There you are, buddy. So now, one of the cooler things, especially with using him when you've got a targeted sort of attack that you need to do. So like we want Cal to get the kills. With Jedi Master Luke and his special ability, target Cal, and if he gets the kill from that targeting, you know, if that character dies, then he gets the credit. So it's a nice way to, I'm not going to say guarantee because it doesn't guarantee anything, but it's a nice way to kind of push it in that direction. And we don't want you stealing that kill from him. Oh, you bastards. Let's go ahead and swap to, let's swap to Hoda. And then, oh, yeah, that was the wrong one. And then we can call to assist with him. He's going to get Star Destroyer before we get him out the door. Yeah, bummer. But at the very least, we'll be able to get his insta-kill off for a guaranteed thing. That's what I wanted to do to get his damage up, but I clicked the wrong, I clicked the equalization instead of that because, you know, I'm a dumbass at times. We all know this. So but we're going to go ahead and take her out so she can't revive. On anything other than a star killer team like this, probably would have been done already, to be honest with you. We probably would have been out of this fight a while ago. All right. And I don't know if Luke or Cal got that one, but and I don't know who got that one. But I mean, 35 kills with Cal over the course of 2 weeks is not going to be hard to pull off. Okay, overcharge speed booster cost crystals. I'm not wild about that, but another 2 more tether techs is pretty slick. All right, so there we go. Commit to that one because I like those tether techs, and with the speed booster and the health med packs in there too, this is a pretty solid scavenger node. Okay, so we need to defeat an enemy with Sabine Wren. Yep, let's purchase some energy. We'll use some of it, not all of it. How did I do this the last time? Did I have her with... Did I bust out these guys and throw her on this team? I mean, maybe. I might have done that. They're kind of low on stam, though. But I know I got this done. I might have used Phoenix. I can't remember. But I would definitely like to get this done. And you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead. And Sabine, because he can call her to assist, you know, and then, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, dude, I'll go check out your gas. I'll go check out your gas for sure. Okay, as soon as I'm done with these next couple of battles, we'll go hit that right away. And you have foresight, so we're not going to be able to do anything. Foresight should be off. Okay, we're still stuck on him, but Come on, Sabine. Come on, baby. Yeah, all right. That worked. That worked. So even, yeah. It's not bad. Not bad at all. But we got to get out of this with everybody. We got to get out of this now. So much. Yeah, sure. Why not? Hi, guys. What's going on? Getting a new tablet, huh? Looks like that storm they were talking about's rolling in. Hey, she got the kill on that too, so we're doubling down. It's normal here too, man. It's just we've been kind of a hot, dry spell for the past 10 days or so. I don't live like super close to Pittsburgh. It's about a 2-hour drive. But Pittsburgh's the rainiest city in the U.S., so we tend to get a decent amount of rain. And I think I need to kill her before I can kill him. Yep, there it is. All right. And I'm, being from Washington State and Seattle and whatnot, Seattle is synonymous with rain. I actually think the Seattle area and the UK probably have a pretty similar climate. So in with a full squad of Galactic Republic surviving. Gee, how am I going to pull that one off? Oh, hey, yeah, hi, you, and you. And you, and you, and who else do we want? Who else do we want? Who else do we want? You know what? We'll grab you. Okay. Bye, Mace. $462. God, I love Zealous Ambition. All right. So there we go. So that node's complete. The Sabine thing may or may not be tricky for you depending on your roster, and I get that and I understand that, and I appreciate it. But there is a cheese you can do, like you saw me using Luke and calling in Cal to try to get him the kills. You can do that same sort of a setup with any character. You just need to have Luke, Wat Tambor, the character you want to use, and then a couple of Jedi, and then just always target the character that you needs to get the kills with the special ability. And with Wat, you just want to put tank tech onto Luke, so he's always taunting, because without a full team of Jedi, he won't. And that cheese can work with most characters. So if you're ever in a sticky point where it's like, my character is weak, but I need to get the kills, that's a way to do it. What are we doing here? Jawas, because we want caustic emissions, I think. Ability fatigue wouldn't be horrible either. That would not be horrible for the thermal exhaust debuff. So, if you're going to do the thermal exhaust, if they're not a tank, they stealth. Okay, that's not a horrible one for survival. If you have a character that needs to live, that might keep them alive for feats. But thermal exhaust feat, whenever 5 debuffs, stack of detonators for 2 turns. Does not stack. So you only run your best thermal exhaust card. Green, blue, white, whatever. But so anything caustic emissions, 2 damage over time effects, that's debuffs. Ability to fatigue, damage over time, that's debuffs. So you want that in combination with a couple of these debuff cards, and you can get the thermal exhausts. What did we decide that we wanted? I think we're actually going to go for ability fatigue, and we'll go ahead and... we'll slap a Jawa. Who do we have do we have any characters who canonically slapped around Jawas? Um, oh, Mando, I guess after they destroyed his ship, uh, in like the third episode. So we'll let Mando get some revenge here. Hmm. There, now we're lore accurate Jawa slayers. Oh, I guess did the stormtroopers slaughter Jawas too? So yeah, we could have done like Imperial troopers, I guess also. Oh god, this might get ugly in a hurry with all these thermal detonators. Yeah. Oh, ow, ow. Yeah, we'll scope you out here in a second, bud. We'll scope you out here in a second. Oh yeah, thermal detonators. I think, honest to God, I think Bane's the way to go on this one. Bane and Malik. Being accurate to canon only gets you so far. Yeah, I mean, troopers would probably kill themselves pretty fast too. These Jawas can be awful nasty at times. Awful nasty. But yeah, let's just clear squad. Where you at, buddy? Where you at, buddy? Where you at, buddy? Where you at, buddy? There it is, my friend. We'll just do this. Because why not? Yeah, we'll scope you out, bud. I'll take a look at your roster here in a minute. As soon as I get my revenge on these damn dirty Jawas. Bro, you can die whenever. I don't know what you're hanging around for. Alright. This is where you put it on auto. Eventually, we're going to reduce his max health to where he just has nothing left. There it is. Freaking obnoxious, man. Treya one-shot your Kylo. What did we decide that we wanted? This ability fatigue. So yeah, as we get more of the discs needed for that, we'll kind of go through the whole theory of the build, but it's pretty basic. You know, debuffs and any free damage over time is put thermal detonators on an enemy team. The more they build up, they explode, they die. You know, it's a great way if you're a little undergeared or outgunned to get through a tough node. And we'll go ahead and unlock the scavenger, and then we will go and look at. Yeah, well, get used to them. We've got one every Monday for the next month, my friend. So they're not going anywhere. And unless you have all 5, you get no credit. Okay, I just looked at the camera. It is getting kind of dark in here. Give me just 1 second. I got a lamp right next to me. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. We got some more light here, so we're not sitting in the dark. Yeah, we'll just take care of these guys real quick. And we'll just use these guys for fun. Why not? Yeah, I did the clear the node and without a tank feats, and then I tried once or twice to do the remove turn meter, and it just wasn't going well. So I'm gonna go check out what Bit Dynasty has to say about it, and then go from there. Because I made an attempt with like Bane under Darth Vader to see if like maybe the rule of two kicking in would make it easier, but it didn't seem to have much of an effect. That was my one attempt at theory crafting the whole darn thing. But yeah, the CG is really kind of hitting the why didn't you get Jar Jar drum pretty hard with this many galactic challenges, because if you don't have Jar Jar, you're not getting Red Crate. That's just the bottom line. It's impossible. It is impossible to get Red Crate without Jar Jar on a Gungan challenge. So, they did this the last time they did this. It was with Inquisitors, right? They just threw Inquisitor after Inquisitor after Inquisitor challenge. If you didn't, to kind of, I don't want to say to punish you, but kind of reinforce, hey, you need Grand Inquisitor real bad. All right. So we'll just go ahead and claim all of these, since it won't let us claim it en masse. But, we're through a sector and a half in just about 2 hours of hitting it pretty hard, I admit. I'm a little over it at this point. And we spent a couple hundred crystals, obviously, to be able to do that. But there we go. More Omicron, some bonus gears, some new Datacron materials. Fantastic. So, oh, I missed a couple. Oh no, I didn't. Why aren't they darkened out? See how these are still lit up? That's weird. Okay, Stopper, let's go take a look at your stuff, buddy. Let's take a look at you. Wait, are you... You might be... No, wrong tab. You might be... We might be friends on this account already. As soon as we get to the bottom, we'll know. Nope, not yet. Okay, so here we go. We are looking at 889578542. Search. And you know what? We're just going to go ahead and add you. And we are looking for General Anakin Skywalker right there. Nice. Good. A lot of people go speed. I am not saying it's wrong, but there's definitely a big benefit to protection, and I'm a fan because you can get a good amount of speed down here. Your friends list is pretty full. I mean, I don't blame you, man. I'm just a third-rate streamer, like. It's not like Arnold's sending you a friend request, which if he does, you better accept probably, because But if you feel like making room, I appreciate it. My account's old enough here that, ooh, nice, yeah, that's You've got, that's an outstanding amount of protection. That's an outstanding amount of protection and a great amount of speed, which will only be boosted by Rex, so he's going to be fairly fast. Good damage, good crit chance. Yeah, I like it. I like it. That's a good-looking gas. It's a good-looking gas. You said your circle mod is your god roll mod? Yeah, that's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. And you don't want to sacrifice that offense, but you could even try with calibration if you have any attempts left to get a little more speed on there. Like, if you could get some of that little protection to go away for a little more speed, you know, would only make it better. But the way these damn mods re-roll is about as bad as the way Datacrons re-roll, which is to say it's not great at all. It's a stab in the dark, and you better take what you get and like it. Oh, hey, look at this. I haven't checked in with the raids. We're still in the middle of our first attempt on Naboo. And so our goal was to hit 130 million crate, and we made it. I only did 4.68 million. You know, these guys have the Gungans. This top four, I do not, but I have the Queen Amidala set up, so not bad. And everybody's recording, you know, decent numbers. And we have two guys that haven't even hit it yet. Sammy, you okay, buddy? You doing all right? He's having fun over there. Well, I'm definitely a person. I'm definitely a person. All right, so we are not waiting on anything in particular today. Today's is kind of a free-for-all. Tomorrow is when the fun starts, where we try to unlock this, and then Tuesday we'll hit Tatooine, get to Mandalore, get some Reva shards. But yeah, do combat missions, deploy evenly. Not a whole lot of guidance here. Nothing real super special going on. Anybody want to place money on if I win or lose this fight? Because I'm betting on myself to lose. Yeah, my friends list is a lot of guys that were in my fleet and squad arena shards when we first started off, and then a couple of ex-guildmates. But, I mean, if you look, you go through my friends list, there are people who, like, haven't played in, like, 378 days. Or I think there's one guy I have on there that hasn't played in, like, 700 days or something insane like that. I might have deleted him. But, yeah, I'm betting on myself to lose right here. It just never goes well. It just sucks. I don't get why these are so heavily tuned the way they are, but they are. Where is it? There you are. Yeah, this like, I've got people on my friends list who wailed, and I mean wailed hard. They spent so much freaking money, and then they just hit a point where they were just like, screw it, I'm done. I mean, I hope they got their money's worth, because you look at their rosters and how fast they got it, then there's no way to get it except for wailing. Yeah, they some folks of mine, some friends of mine went ham. They went hard in the paint. I'm trying to decide, because I've had a moderate amount of success throwing him in there with Interceptor down here to get a faster reinforcement and to get the bomber out there. But then I've had the bomber do, you know, it depends on, somebody has to die for that to even matter. Because with him summoning the 2 TIE fighters, unless something gets taken out, you can't reinforce. So yeah, I think we'll just roll with this for now. And yeah, we'll do this, that, and weak-ass pilotless TIE bomber. So they abandoned, they started different, so Like, did they just start a different account because they wanted to have more like more of a focused experience from the start? Because that I kind of understand. There is a case to be made for that where, you know, if you just go all out focusing on GL requirements or legendary requirements, or, you know, however you want to do it, you can really kind of avoid some of the bloat that they force down your throat with a lot of characters if you do the focusing thing. It's very it's very possible for that to happen. Okay. We're actually not doing horribly here, folks. Yeah, I know several people that did that. They got a decent way into the game and then they realized that like they were getting thrown into harder GACs with lesser stuff because they, you know, followed the game's path that was kind of laid out for them, and um instead of continuing that, they hopped to a new account um to have a more focused, like, I'm just going for GLs and GL requirements and legendary requirements and things like that. Um, you call yourself because um, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, folks, but this is not. Oh, that's interesting. I like Scribe a lot. I like his. He's very good at the videos and the strategies. Very he's very knowledgeable about the game. And he's also one of the, like, one thing I appreciate about him is sometimes he will go very unorthodox in how he chooses to do stuff. Um, I just like the way he looks at the game. He doesn't look at the game necessarily the same way as other people, and I appreciate that about him. Easy. Oh my god, if I had bet against myself, I would have lost. Holy shit. This never happens. This never happens. Wow. Okay. Write that team down. Which, no, here's the thing. I've done that team or variation of that team all of these territory battles for as far back as I can remember. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it's very common. You will see people, and you can say it's learning from their mistakes or however you want to, whatever terminology you want to put to it. But there is a very strong case to be made in this game where when you're starting off, the game kind of pushes you in a direction and you're kind of forced to go along with it at first, right? But then you can hit a point where you start having more control. Well, the sooner you take that control, you can advance your account without bloating the GP. And by bloating the GP, I mean by having to level stuff that is useless. Makes your GP higher, which will make your matchups harder and blah, blah, blah. But if you streamline, you can have an account with 3, 4, 5 GLs and be like 7, 8, 9 million GP, depending on what else you've picked up along the way. Um, you know, like unnecessary ships. There's ships that just don't ever get used, you know, and if you don't have the fleet for them, there's no point to level them, and some people just level everything. So, and then some people realize down the road, oh god, I screwed up. I bloated my account. Now I'm facing harder things because my GP is so high, and they'll start over again with a more focused experience. The trick would be, if you're starting out on the game, to hopefully realize about GP bloat, which is one reason I'm doing the new player experience games or account, is to be like, to try to show people about how important the focusing can be. What are we doing here? Dark side battles, right? And yeah, Lord Vader, that's the one I was looking for. Because this one I put on auto, and I'll get to sit back and chat with you. Swear to God, I think Boba Fett Scion of Django is probably the last thing a lot of people did on a lot of accounts. Because, he disappointed a lot of people. I don't mind him. I also R9'd him for the guild for territory battle for platoons. So mine's probably a little bit more useful than the average bears just because of R9. But yeah, a lot of people have him right up there as a useless conquest character, only to be equaled or bettered by the likes of Trench. I don't mind him. His usefulness to me is not in question. It's just, is he as useful as he should be? And that's the big question, and the answer to that is no. He is not as useful as he should be. He's great in TW. He's fantastic in TW. My guild is everything focused. We want to be successful at everything we do. So, we're trying to be a higher end competitive guild. So that means we kind of have to be good at everything. I've never minded him. Like when we were doing the challenge ranker raid C-Pit, ranker doesn't have protection. So Scion of Django would get 4 hits on him, and if he had a decent amount of momentum, he could hit crit-wise for some big damage in C-Pit and get you some good numbers, some good progress. I don't mind him as a character. I do think they need to maybe up his offense by like 10%. I think just that little bit of extra push, and I know momentum and all that, or maybe make it so he doesn't lose stacks of momentum. They let other characters ramp up unlimited. Why not him? I don't know. There's you can make a case about almost anything. Yeah, Lord Vader absolutely needs a boost. If anybody argues that Lord Vader doesn't need a boost, I think they're fooling themselves. I also don't think he's not quite as bad. For a GL, he's a little underwhelming. But the problem is when he gets his ultimates, when he starts ramping through his ultimates, his ramps really start to become multiplicative and he really starts to bulk up. The problem is the amount of time it takes to get to those. And you compare it to a GL like Rey, who ramps her ultimate faster than anybody else, except for maybe JMK. I don't know if somebody's done the math, the numbers on that kind of ramping, but it takes him a long time to get to ultimate. And then if you get to a second ultimate at that point, yeah, he does become rather strong. But it's surviving to get to that second ultimate is kind of the issue at times. Yeah, I think they could go a long way with Lord Vader if they just increased how fast his ultimate charged. I really think that would make a huge difference to him as a character overall. JML is fastest if a weird circumstance happens. I want you gone. Or not. You can hang around. It's cool. It's cool. And I know my ultimate's charged, but I tend to not use my ultimate until the next wave. Oh, so it's a kind of a PC client feature or PC client bug, depending on how you want to look at it. So I noticed we've picked up a few more viewers. Welcome, 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 welcome. We just had about 2 hours worth of everybody's favorite game mode, Conquest, and now we're hitting some TB, and then we're going to head over to what I like to call the new player experience account. And then once we're probably just going to do the dailies and maybe get some arena positioning in there. And then when that's done, that's where we'll wrap. But we'll probably hit 3.5 hours total worth of stream time, which is ideal for me. I streamed a couple hours this morning. Most days I don't do 2 streams, but when we have GAC and then it's, met with other events like this, then yeah, I'll do 2 streams for sure. It is a big Monday, a couple times a month. The coin ability was used. Okay, so his lead unique when it has something to do with turn meter happening, so everyone did it, but it was so fast you couldn't even see the character take a turn. I'm gonna have to take a peek. I'm sure there's a forum post or a video on YouTube of something of this happening. I'm gonna have to look, because I've never really seen it or experienced it. But I mean, that definitely doesn't mean anything. You can see it happen in 0.5% speed. Well, hopefully whoever made the video slowed it down, because I don't think I have the technology to slow that down like that. All right, see. Anytime, buddy. Anytime, buddy. Anytime. There we go. And that's why I save his ultimate. Get rid of those guys. And relink and just let these guys clean up from there. It happened to Infinim. It was live. Okay. Hopefully somebody has made a video where it slowed down. Or maybe I'll go and find a forum post and read about it. But yeah, that's very, very interesting to me. I want to scope that out. Okay. So my favorite part about day 1 is most of my teams are available to me. This will not be the case after day 2. I'll start losing access to teams for whatever I want to use them for. Dodged? What's with all the dodges? Ever since this new Datacron set was released, or they did a patch, they did something, I swear to God, the amount of dodging going on in this game has tripled. Just random ass dodges that should not be happening are cropping up all over the place. Oh, so, okay. So he had the Sidcron going, and that prevents the assists. Okay, okay. That is really interesting. That is really, really interesting. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, those days are done. The Sidcron is, I mean, it's still alive till Wednesday, but it's officially dead. There's, any activity outside of Squad Arena, it's locked in for already. No one clipped it. That's too bad. That's a real shame. Okay, buddy. You had your snack and now you're going to go bother mommy? Oh my God. When my kid is happy, he is happy. And conversely, when he's unhappy, he's unhappy. Alright, so we're stuck behind a taunt for a minute. Oh, that is a shame. That is a shame that nobody clipped that. But again, it's a weird, probably random ass interaction, and it's probably even harder. It's probably hard to duplicate it. If it could be duped anywhere, I'm sure somebody would have done it and there would have been a video. But yeah, that's too bad. But again, it's something that's, going away because the cron's going away. Weird. So weird. I have to say though, I do kind of love fun little shit like that. weird ass interactions that shouldn't happen but do because of how CG put something together. Oh, of course, of course. What'd you give the kid cocaine to get him so fired up? What's his deal? Yellow dye number 5. I mean, it's like the main ingredient in Twinkie, right? That and cream and angel food cake. All right, got out of that one fairly clean. This one always scares me, the Watt one. Do I have a JML to fight in Squad Arena? No. No, no. The only teams anybody's using is JMK with the Padme Kron. I mean, there's probably a JML, but it's so far down the list, I wouldn't be able to get to it. And of course, this game does not have Sandbox, so there's no way to just kind of force it to happen. So, it's just one of those things. Who do we want? Let's take you. Why not? I mean, you could recreate it like, if you were in like I could probably reach out to somebody in my Squad Arena shard and be like, hey, can you put down Sidcron? The problem is people see stuff like that and they're going to be like, oh, let's knock him down, because people don't really always respect or realize that testing is a thing that happens on occasion. Oh, what did you get? 104 Dakin? Wow, nice pull. Your Dakin probably has more stars than mine. I think mine's at 4. Maybe I might have just gotten him to 5. I'm not sure. I have him just high enough to where he's starting to feel useful. Like, I can throw the Mercs for Money team in war against almost any team, and he does okay. I mean, Old Man Logan's carrying that show 100%, but Mercs for Money is a pretty fun team, my friend. Pretty darn fun team. Well, ease up there, buckaroos. I don't know when Logan's coming around again. It's been over a month, and they haven't repeated the event yet. I heard a rumor that they were doing it once, and then it was going to be vaulted for a while. Whatever a while may or may not turn out to be. I hope I'm wrong. I need him to come back. I've only got 4 yellow and 2 red on him, and definitely want more than that. I don't even want to. He does, for sure. But they just haven't said when they're going to be running his again. And typically, I mean, it might be every other month. I can't remember what the cadence was for like old school Green Goblin or those guys. But I hope it comes back soon. I missed the 5 yellow because I didn't have my Cabal up high enough to be able to. There's a Cabal node. There's a node where you need the 3 Cabal guys, Emma and Loki, and my Cabal were only 4 stars at the time, so I wasn't able to go past a certain score level. Because all the other nodes are pretty reasonable, all things considered. Lando's MILF. I'm a little underwhelmed with the Cabal. like the fact that they only have 3 members right now is a little weird. And I mean, I guess in like Crucible, they've done some things to give them like plug and play with Masters of Evil, but they're pretty, only having 3 members and one of them being kind of a reworked older character is just a little odd to me. It'd be kind of nice if they would go ahead and round out that team. Yeah, that is a huge change. I'm really glad they did that. Did they change the ISO requirement where like do you have to get them to ISO 5 or is that still in place? Cuz that to me was the hardest part. So, yeah. Well, but I mean at least they eased the other stuff. That's definitely nice. But yeah, the ISO to me was the worst part of it. But, I mean the added benefit cuz like if oh, that's probably not good. If cuz like I had to get Spider Weaver and uh Deathpool or Lady Death or whatever she's called up to those, and now like Deathpool's a part of the Mercs for Money, so now I've got a really powerful Mercs for Money character out of her from doing Apocalypse. So I mean, there were a lot of benefits to some of those things, but yeah, the ISO part is just such a pain in the ass because they only like those ISOs only drop on a certain number of nodes first of all, and then the drop rates are trash and you have to get 81 of 5 different things to be able to get it up and running and unlocked. Like it's a very heavy ask. It's an extremely heavy ask. See it, but it wasn't Hive Mind when I did it, so I think my Hive Mind are all stuck on ISO 4. Because I moved on, I started Secret Defenders and Mercs for Money, and now I'm trying to do Alpha Flight, and it's always something in that game. Always something. Okay, so Java. All right, we got us another full auto node right here. Yeah, that's true. Extreme X-Men and Hive Mind. That's yeah. You see, you're getting even better teams as a result of having to do all that. So good change on their part, that's for sure. Jabba is one of the only guys I have that I trust for full auto throughout the entirety of TB. Can set my watch by this guy. Hey, and there you go. Alpha Flight backup. That's pretty sweet. I can still hear Crumb laughing in my headset. That's awesome. I wonder if the rumored Bib Fortuna is ever actually going to come out for this team. You know, and at that point, who would you kick off this team? I guess it depends on who. Like in theory, if Bib Fortuna were to say be a tank, you could kick Kersantin off and put Kersantin with Afra full time, I suppose. It's hard to have a home for Embo, even in territory war. You know, with his Omis and whatnot. Like he's not exactly ideal for a bounty hunter squad. But he could work. You could build like you could do a squad with like, or a sing lead or whatever. Yeah, Embo's great. Embo's fantastic. It's just this is to me the Hut Cartel is kind of his home, and if they bring out another Hut Cartel like a Bib Fortuna to lift him, I'm just not sure who you would kick off the team, because I think Embo fits in very naturally there, but you know, it could be Embo that ends up getting kicked off. It's hard to say. The only time I pick Boba over Embo would be a very circumstantial set of things would have to happen in Grand Arena. And one of those things is actually going to be potentially happening with this new Datacron set with the level 3 or level 6 actually it's level 3 where you gain protection up for every stack of damage over time. There's a pretty interesting interaction that occurs with that. So Lord Vader, he, as we know, puts out lots and lots and lots and lots of stacks of damage over time. So when that happens, he gets really, really thick, obviously, which is a problem. So the solution is Boba Fett on a bounty hunter team or a Hut Cartel team or whatever. His wrist rocket ability, execute, I think is what it's called, does more damage because it based on how much stuff it dispels. So when you're talking, you've got a Lord Vader with 80 or 90 stacks of protection up due to his dots. I've seen that Boba Fett delete him one shot with the wrist rocket for 2-3 million damage. So those are the kind of circumstances where I would kick Embo out of the team. Because you stall and stall and stall, and he'll stay alive pretty long under Jabba, and you can put him under stealth with Lando or whatever to make sure he stays going even longer. But yeah, you get it when he gets enough stacks up, you just delete Lord Vader. As if you needed one more way to clown on Lord Vader. They're like, here's a Datacron that lets you crown on him even harder, even though it's supposed to be to his benefit. The protection over time thing to me benefits Wampa the most. And especially now that Wampa has got a call out in the Datacron, we're gonna see a Wampa resurgence this upcoming Grand Arena, and I am here for it. I am here for it 100%, my friends. Basic. Ooh. Alright, let's just say bye to you. Let's just get you gone. I effed up and used his taunt in the last round. At least they got this momentum bug fixed. Wasn't that long ago, just a couple TW or TBs ago, he wouldn't get stacks of momentum past the first wave. So that's fixed at least, because now he's ramping his turn meter properly and getting the debuffs out the way he should. I mean, look, R9 with 34 stacks of momentum, you'd think he would be the hardest hitting character on the planet. And he couldn't even take out, with 4 hits, by the way, a low health guy in the back there. What? Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. I guess an ad started playing, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't catch it. But you can still see me on camera and hear me talking, I'm hoping. Maybe. I'm hoping. Oh, so you started playing a game roughly around the time I started playing. You know, I thought I had the option turned on that it was supposed to tell me when ads were occurring. But I guess I don't. Which is kind of a bummer. I need to figure that part out. I need to get a timer up or whatever. I'll have to dive into it. I'll have to look into it. But let's keep moving. See, like, that was 4 hits at 13,000. So I mean, 60K when you add it up, but should be more. Should be much more. 18K with some stacks. Yeah, maybe they need to reduce or eliminate the momentum decay. Let him ramp. Let him cook. Yeah, underwhelming. Underwhelming at times. And I think that's it for this planet. Yeah, because I don't have them Relic 5, and I don't have Afra. Famously, I do not have Afra. Alright, well, going to just about be time here very soon to head over to the new account. We just got to finish up Coruscant here, which we'll have a lot of fun with, hopefully. 450, okay. What am I doing here? Teddy, are you okay, buddy? Hang on. Let me text your mom. Just so I'm not screaming your name or screaming for her. Okay. All right, let's get after it, folks. I accidentally ran level 76 and then lost motivation to play. Yeah, that would suck. You're just about done and then that sort of thing happens. Yeah, that would kill motivation for me too. But I'm glad you're back with the new account, man. This game is so worthwhile and so much fun, and I think the future for this game is very, very bright. I think this game is going to be around for a very long time. I mean, and the PC client should be evident of that. They're not going to get rid of a game anytime soon after going through the work of getting a PC client done and then all the portraits that they just did. I think this game's got a very, very long future. which is exciting because I have played multiple mobile games where, as it turns out, they got sunset after a couple of years, and I'm sure the decision to sunset games are purely financial, but the one game really, I mean, it also might have to do with licensing. Like they don't pay the money to renew the licensing or whatever. But yeah, I had multiple games that I used to play with a lot of time invested and like decent sized accounts and whatever that just went away because the developers were like, yeah, we're done, we're pulling the plug. There used to be this game. It was a trading card based game. Marvel Heroes, I think is what it was called. But like you built a deck of cards, not in like the Magic the Gathering, or maybe in the Magic the Gathering sense. And then you battled against other decks. It was fun. It was really cool. I did it more for the artwork of the cards than anything else. They did one of those with Transformers too, and I don't know if you can tell behind me. I got some Transformers artwork. That one's signed by Frank Welker, the voice of Megatron from the original cartoon through numerous projects, and that one's signed by Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime and Eeyore, but mostly Optimus Prime. I'm a huge Transformers fan. So they did a card game, Transformers style like that, for a long time, and then they sunset it. Yeah, I have multiple games where I've just put in a lot of time, and then they're just like, nah, we're done. But this game's going almost 10 years, and hopefully it's got another 10. Hopefully it's got another 10. Oh, yeah. And it's probably not, MagSafe or magnetic induction chargeable or whatever. I do have the team for that, but let's save that one for last after we do all these others. So I like to do a good old fashioned. You can go away, and we will grab. Where are you? Where is he? Oh, he's in the. I'm looking for the forest through the trees, trying to find this guy to throw him on the team, and he's sitting on the team where he belongs. And somehow Luke wasn't. That's kind of odd. I have had multiple guildmates tell me that if you go to the website and sign up for the PC client right now, and then download the EA app, it will let you in whether you've gotten the approval email or not. I've been meaning to test it for the new player experience account. I just have not gotten around to it yet. But this is just what I was told. I also need to figure out how to do, a virtual machine on this thing, so I can have two different EA apps, or I guess just sign in and out of the one, I guess is another way to go about doing it, I suppose. But who wants to go through that kind of a hassle? Yeah, I need to figure out how to do a virtual machine, I guess, is the... Oh, of course, you've got days on you. Of course you do. And you still have days on you. So yeah, I cannot confirm what I just told you because I have yet to try it myself. But this is what a guild member of mine put into Discord in the guild chat the other day. Is that if you go and sign up for the PC client, just go and download the app and install the game and try to play it. And apparently, it should just let you right in. Don't hold it against me if that doesn't work for you. Maybe she got into the thing and it, let her run with it. But this is what she said. So if it's true, that's big. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be out of beta sooner rather than later. So if you've been waiting on the PC client like I have, give it a whirl, folks. Give it a whirl. Because yeah, I definitely want to migrate off of BlueStacks and onto the PC client. But I guess I need to go through the whole process of creating, of linking the EA account to the. I might do that tonight after supper and everything like that. After the streams, I might see if I can get the PC client functioning for the new player experience account, because that would just be huge. Because BlueStacks is fantastic. I think it's an outstanding service, but simultaneously, it eats a lot of resources on a computer. Like my computer is not top end, but it's not a piece of shit either. And yeah, BlueStacks just takes a lot to run the games. So if I can get the PC client going on the new player experience, one, we're gonna have better resolution and performance, and two, it's just gonna be easier for everything, for every place, every circumstance. It's just gonna be better. I don't know if they fixed the bug where going into his ultimate in the first wave will make that guy unkillable. I don't know if that got fixed, but that was a thing. So out of habit, I never try to get Luke into ultimate in the first wave of this because it was a bug. I don't know if it's fixed. I don't really care. I don't want to risk it. And that's where I stand on that. So this is one of those days where, luckily, I guess we have a lot of teams left over. So, what I'm going to do for the second one, I'd normally use JMK, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and rebel it up. Uh-oh. Don't forget about Fleet Arena especially. We need them crystals. We need them crystals bad. Bad, 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 bad. Yeah, luckily my times, I changed my times to flow better with my real life. So like my squad arena is noon my time, and my fleet arena, no wait, my squad arena is 1 my time, which is going to change when the time switches again, I guess. But they're like early in the afternoon for me before Sam would get home from school. They used to happen right around my dinner time, so I would have to be like rushing around and trying to get stuff done, and that's just not good for anybody. So I decided to take the pressure off. And that also gets my daily reset a lot earlier in the evening. It used to be at like 1 in the morning. My day would reset, and I mean I can sit around at night, while I'm watching TV with the family or whatever, and get my dailies done and get my tickets in for my guild, without having to stress about it in the morning when I'm trying to get Sam off to school and everything else up and running. So it's definitely nice, but I also am not going to be able to switch. Your dailies reset at 6 a.m. Yeah, mine used to be like midnight, 1 in the morning, and I was just like, that's excessive. And then when the time zone changes in the U.S., I guess they'll fall back an hour. Well, honey, he knows it's dinner time. I think he wants food. Well, he's your dog. I don't know what to tell you, babe. Oh, come on with the revives. Enough already. I took one of the new crons. Well, I have the Night Trooper cron that came with the event, so I have that one up and running. But then I had enough materials after scrapping the old set today to take another one up to level 9. I was hoping to get Wampa. I did not, so I have to wait for reroll materials to try to get the Wampa to roll on it. It's going to be a very fun set. I think there's going to be more build crafting around it than we've ever seen in a Datacron set before. Yeah, that's one of the ones I'm going for as well. I want the Wampa Cron. I want the Bosk Cron. I want the Iden Cron. Because we are definitely seeing some call outs in these crons for characters whose usefulness has not been great the past few months. And now hopefully these crons make it to where these guys can be usable again. That is my hope, and we'll see if it happens. So for these guys, for this last node, and then we'll go and do the other thing at the other place. This is one of the few nodes that I found so far where this team is capable of doing the whole mission. They're just not really built for Conquest or for TB. You know, T-War, TW Omicron, GAC Omicrons. Although, interesting enough, she has an ability. I don't know what the max possible star is currently. I know that there's still not enough GP in the game to max out light side geos. I know that's still the last time we did the math as a guild because we were all. See, she gets an ability during TB. Galactic Recover, like she gives a heal. You know, it's kind of cool. We did the math, and I think if I'm remembering right, I could dig through my Discord and maybe find the post, but I think the guy calculated out for like light side geo to max it out, you need something like 16 of you need a guild of 50 with 16 million GP, which is just not possible. I think a lot of guilds are in the I don't even know what max stars is in this thing, but I think there's guilds that are getting into the high 40s, maybe the low 50s. I don't think anybody's maxed this yet, and frankly, I mean, I don't even think we've seen all the planets or anything like that are going to come to this game mode yet. So, but yeah, I would really like them to make. Yeah, I doubt there's enough. If there's not enough for light side geo yet, I would have to suspect there's not enough for this. I would like to see them get to where we can get light side geo done, because I mean that's literally an achievement that's sitting in the game that nobody's able to complete. And I would like to see them alter that. But I don't know how high that is on their priority list. I just know where it is on mine. And honestly, it's not even that high on mine. It would have to be some sort of special event. You know what I'm saying? Like something they incentivize to get us to do it or to get me to do it. Like they would really have to incentivize it. But yeah, it's kind of a. Oh, sweet, good. Yeah, I remember reading that there was they were going to do double XP on campaign nodes, which is fantastic. It's one thing they don't really do in this game. They don't really do double XP. They do double drops, they do that sort of stuff, but they don't ever do double XP on nodes or for events or whatnot. I mean, definitely could be a worthwhile thing for them to consider, but oh, bye-bye Qui-Gon. You kidding me with the revives already, man? Knock it off. And they're random ass dodge. Out of nowhere, random ass dodge. And now their whole team's back. And we're going to lose. So weird. Another milestone with training mats, with spending energy. Yeah. Most of them have been like that. I don't know how long you've been playing, but like last summer in Marvel Strike Force, I'm just gonna throw this on auto. We're done. Last summer on Strike Force, there was a lot of milestones that were calling for like you gain progress opening gold and training orbs. So they decided to stop doing those. I had saved up like 80 of each for the next one. I was like, I'm just going to hold on to these. I'm just going to hold on to them because I want to get progress. I want to get milestones. And opening 1 or 2 of those a week doesn't do enough. And then they stopped doing it. The assholes. I don't know. Let's do this. Why not? Yeah, I always spend, at a minimum, most of my stuff regardless of what's going on. Like I do enough crystal refreshes every day to make sure I'm getting all my dailies done. Hey, are you in Marvel Strike Force right now? I'm curious what the new pass is, who the characters are. Oh, so getting stuff off the nodes. Yeah, I'm curious about who the new pass character is. Or characters, however they choose to do it. North Star? Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to get over to that game for a little while. Because as soon as this battle is done, I'm going to deploy, and then we're gonna head to the... Oh, no! Did you get the red stars? Or did you forget them both? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, bud. Hey, at least those are around every Sunday. You know, I mean, missing 1 week's probably not going to hurt you that bad. At least I hope it doesn't. How do you like this high ground? Um, I don't think I ceased trying to level the minions when they removed them from the Scourge nodes. I stopped caring about that. Um, because it used to be for Morgan, I think, for Morgan Le Fay, you had to do for Morgan Le Fay, I think, oh, of course, you bastard, freaking medic. I think it was Morgan Le Fay. It was one of the horsemen. You needed to have minions to make progress. All right. This is dumb. This is dumb. They need to let you select whatever leader you want to select for these, as long as you have the mission characters in place. But I guess Mace led the effort to go capture him, didn't he? So he's got to be the leader. But oh well, we got it done thanks to JMK. Black Cat's freaking awesome. She's fallen off again, though. Unfortunately, she has not been out for incredibly long. But with Black Knight and Old Man Logan, where she was for a minute or two the dominant force in their squad arena, it is no longer the case. She has kind of been overtaken. All right, so there we go. We are 3 hours into the stream. Territory battle and conquest progress is done for today. One thing I do have to do real quick so I don't forget about it is I need to earn my daily rewards. Do you have Ghost Rider? Do you have the Robbie Ghost Rider yet? So Robbie Ghost Rider in some still has a place if he's strong enough to survive. You know, if he's low geared, you don't want to use him, but he still fits in with the he still fits in the arena meta if he's strong enough because of his if he kills, they can't revive. So like if he kills Old Man Logan can't come back, and a lot of people like to throw Dormammu into that situation, and you know he gives everybody a revive, which again makes a case for Black Cat because she can strip those revive onces off, but and kind of neutralize Dormammu, but simultaneously she doesn't serve much other purpose because Black Knight will just absolutely counter her to death and bleed her out, and there's not much you can do about it. And if Black Knight doesn't do it, Old Man Logan sure as hell will. All right, I'm going to multitask a little bit here while we're autoing these battles. I wish I had a way to beam my iPad to this and do Marvel Strike Force from my iPad through Twitch, like through this whole setup. I wish I had a way to do it. I think maybe if I got like an HDMI adapter, I could set it up as a source. I might need to look into that because it's like using BlueStacks with Marvel Strike Force is even worse than Galaxy Heroes. Of course, if they would just release a damn PC client, 60k training orbs is a lot. You'll be able to do some work with that, buddy. Holy hell. Yeah, Marvel Strike Force just needs to go ahead and do a PC client so it can join the 21st century of streaming. Well, I mean, depending on how well the training orbs drop, if you get a bunch of the gold drops where you get the max amount of cards, you could get over 1,000 training cards, I think, out of 60 orbs. I think. I'm currently trying to navigate my way through the frickin' Marvel store because it's kind of sucks. It's a little slow. It gets crushed. They just don't have the whatever to handle any kind of mass amount of people showing up. Yeah, I want to take a look at some of this stuff you're talking about. And take a look at my Grand Arena or whatever the hell it's called in this game. What team I mean, what rank are you in your squad arena in Strike Force? Like, where are you sitting? Because Black Cat would be great to a certain point. Um, but once you start getting into the teams with Black Knight and Old Man Logan, she really falls off. I hate to say it, but she used to be the queen. She was the queen for a minute, for a straight up minute, and then the second Black Knight came out, she would just get bled out before she got to be really useful. Because Black Knight just his counters on everything, unless you manage to get a daze on him, which is really really hard to do. Um, his counters just cut her to ribbons, and mine is what is my Black Cat? I mean, she's almost 7 red stars, so she's not like even remotely close to maxed out. But I mean, she's still. Let me find her. Let me find her in here, and I can read you her stats. So she's level 100, gear tier 18. How do you look at what she's rocking for? So she's got 3.1 million health and 150k damage, 44,000 armor, 25,000 resistance, 3444 focus, and Black Knight will make her die in 4 or 5 counterattacks between all the other damage coming from all the other sources, of course. I mean, but yeah, Black Knight just rendered her kind of limp. It's really unfortunate because a lot of people went all in on her, and there for a minute it was worth it, but then yeah, Black Knight just ruined it, and Old Man Logan put the nail in the coffin. 100% put the nail in the coffin. Unlock Captain Britain. How do we do that? No one knows really. Coordinated adventure, isolate campaign, energy for glorious rewards, earn 1 ally, supply 5 org fragment. Okay. Yeah. We get it. I wish that message would stop playing on a daily basis because I'm kind of over it. Yep, good old North Star. Yeah, I think I personally would prefer them to buff Vulture a little bit because other than the turn meter gain, like he gets outpowered after a minute. So, all right, let's see how bad I ended up doing in Grand Arena. Yep, he did really well. He didn't full clear me, but yeah, I did horrible in Grand Arena. It's fine. I'll get crystals either way, right? I mean, I guess that's where where I'm gonna make the case for Lizard. Once you get him up high enough as a tank, he can hang in there really really well. So, um, yeah. All right. So after 3 hours, whew, I thought we were going to be done at the 3 hour mark, and it looks like we are. I'm spent a little more time in Conquest maybe than I had originally intended to. But let's at least go check in with our um, BlueStacks account. Hopefully it launches. If it doesn't launch, because it can be temperamental, if it doesn't launch right here, guys, we will just go ahead and say, hey, GG's. It was a great stream, but I mean, I definitely want to try to get some stuff done on here. We'll see if it loads. Because like I said, it's resource. It demands a lot of resources. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen here in a second, guys. Alright, well, I'm getting lightsaber noises. I'm not going to transfer it over until I'm in the cantina, just because it's very, like, it draws a lot of resources when it's first loading this thing up. I wonder, so I'm curious, territory battle-wise, what it's going to look like on this, where I'm sitting. Um, all right, we're almost there. So here in 1 second, I'll get it switched over. Well, take the opportunity that the training orbs are giving you. Maybe bulk them up a little bit. Are you talking? Are you in Dark Dimension? You are now eligible for territory battles, a cooperative feature. Okay. It's kicking me right into this. Don't tell me. It might be crashing. I tried to maximize it. It might be crashing. It might be crashing with all the extra stuff having to go on with territory battles. Oh yeah, Black Cat Trials. I don't think they've nerfed or done anything to make it easier yet. Oh wait, hang on. Okay, we're in. We're in. We're in. We're in. I love it. Okay. Let me get this swapped over. Boom. Okay. Why am I selecting a raid? No, I want to do guild events. Repel the Imperial invasion. Well, this is a blast from the past. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. you Wow. Wait, is it just forcing me to deploy? Is it just telling me to deploy? I mean, I doubt I can do much, but like, is the game just like, dude, you're useless. Just deploy. Your 90K is better off somewhere else. Okay, what am I even capable of doing here? Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I think everybody is just deploying. I don't think anybody is trying. I don't think anybody has tried. I think people have just deployed. Yeah, some T4s could definitely help too, bud. For sure. Wow. I cannot even believe that this is a thing. Here I am on Hoth with the new player experience. Hoth, if you hit a certain point, I think it's level 65, you're eligible for guild events, and territory battle is one of them. And this is, I mean, yeah, you're not going to get a whole lot of stars in a starting guild, but do what you can, contribute where you can, and hopefully you'll get some stuff to help power you along your way. So, I mean, that's Use the Jarvis thing. Use the Jarvis thing. It'll tell you. I think he's meant to be a healer, though. Let me here. I have my iPad right here. I'll take a second to look. It won't take long. But yeah, if you have a question, the Jarvis robot will always give you the answer. The little that little thing right there. If you don't know what to put on there, click on that and it'll tell you. Like it's kind of like having swgoh.gg built into the game. So like it says 84% of players use healer as this ISO class for that character. So if you ever have a question like that, they added that to the game not too long ago. It's very handy. But yeah, he's meant to be the team's healer. Oh, you meant which ability to take to tier 4. I mean, the only one I have at tier 4 is his unique, the Master Planner ability. That's the only one I have at tier 4 for him. I think we can auto this. Oh, maybe I should not be trying to auto this. $238,000. Is that as a guild or is that as an individual? Because if it's as a guild, it's possible. If it's as an individual, that is insane. So with these 99,000 hits that they're dealing out, I don't remember that being a thing, but whatever. Well, that was fun. That was fun. What's going on in platoons? Is anybody doing platoons? Oh, yeah, some people are doing platoons. Trying to, at any rate. Fascinating stuff. We'll have to pay attention to this. Oh, on the SHIELD satellite? You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do like everybody else has apparently been doing and just deploy this shit. I ain't got time to play territory battles over here also. We're here to do dailies. But it's cool. I'll be able to get some rewards. I guess that's the important part. Alright. Let's see what we're looking at. Daily Squad Arena. Yeah, I'm rocking it there. Oh, yeah, see, I'm kind of stuck in the top 20 for now. But let's Let's see what we can do for dailies real fast. We'll get this. We'll get this. Okay. Yeah, Emma's definitely needed for a lot of stuff. And like I said, I was telling you about the Old Man Logan event, the Cabal node, where you need Emma and Loki. So yeah, there's for sure a need for. So yeah, don't sleep on her. Yeah, I see. I was using her back when Spider Weaver was the meta in the arena, and then I ended up replacing her. No, I didn't. She stayed in there, but once Spider Weaver became irrelevant in the arena, then I moved on. Um, Sounds like you need everything, which is accurate. And what's holding you back? Gold and training materials. I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat. I am in the exact same boat as you. Completely held back by training. Well, it's training mats right now, but yeah, completely held back. It's kind of hard. It's kind of rough. I'm not gonna bother. Hang on a second. What is happening? Where's the TV remote? I don't. Is it underneath the cat? Like, can you come and check real quick? After Sam yelled at me to put on Bob's Burgers, I don't want to get yelled at again. It might be in the cushions or something. Oh, thanks. All right, let's get after these dailies. I'm rocking Old Man Logan myself, but I think a lot of people are, so. I don't know how they're trying to sell me Gear 12 stuff, and it's like, you guys, is your algorithm that bad? Rank 40. Okay, let's see. Now let's see. Oh, look at this. Look at all of these. Look at all of these hyperdrive bundle guys. It's completely taken over the shard. Completely taken over the shard in a matter of not even in a week, not even 1 week's time. We have this guy somehow at level 23, sliding under the radar. But yeah, did not take long for the hyperdrive bundle guys to completely overrun the shard. So we'll have to see if we can dig ourselves out of this hole a little bit to try to get some rewards, because this is out of hand. It's out of hand, I tell you. You got to get a portrait that matches with the Northern Lights border, so you're looking like Sylvie or one of the Lokis. Green Goblin. Somebody green. I mean, it's meant to go with North Star, I think, but could be wrong. Yeah, this might be an unpopular opinion. I prefer Rogue's normal look over her horseman look. It might be unpopular, might not be. I don't know. Might be controversial. Don't know. Don't care. But I prefer that look over the horseman stuff. what is going on here? This is out of hand already. Just completely nuts. Completely insane. So yeah, free to play guys. You know, it is what it is. If you don't want to be free to play, buy the Hyperdrive bundle. It'll make your life a lot easier. I am a free to play guy, so we are playing for free, and gonna be at a massive disadvantage compared to those who are not playing for free. It's just the way it's going to be for a while. Well, just remember, level 75, and they can get the blue ISOs, which can make a difference. Just kind of keep that in mind. It might reduce the number of teams you're able to do, but it'll make the teams you can do more powerful. I mean, it's just food for thought. Well, I tell you, my North Star isn't anything to brag about, and even with barely any stars on that guy, I'm pretty impressed with what he's capable of doing. All right, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so those two things are done. Let's take a peek at. Yeah, I've decided if I can actually get into the freaking PC thing, I've got to get this account over. The quality difference between this and BlueStacks is just. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! How do I have 4.89 million all of a sudden? I had a couple 100,000 yesterday, and now I'm at 4.89 million. I'll take it because money was the thing holding me back from getting some stuff done. I must have not paid attention to something that was in my inbox because all of a sudden I'm rich on this account. I like being rich. I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, we can do this real quick. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's I mean my dinner time is rapidly approaching, so I'm gonna. It's one reason I'm trying to wrap things up with daily wise, but I do have a quest to get done to take people to Dark Side to 63. Um, oh hey, look at that. We can up that a little bit, and that was it. We did it. Did they give me? Do I have a bunch of? No, I don't have a bunch of fleet currency still, but Still want to ramp that up a little bit, and I want to ramp up Tarkin ship a little bit. Okay, so one more dark side character to 63, and we'll get a huge glut. You know what? Let's promote this guy while we're here. Also, since we apparently have the money now, I don't know where it came from. Look at all that. Look at all that. And we got some bounty hunter shards and some first order TIE pilot shards, which is seems moderately random, but we'll take it. Okay, so let's keep moving. Well, hold on. Before I go too crazy, did they give me another quest? Nope, no new quests. Okay, so gear, spend some git. Okay, all right. But it took us to 60. Oh, look, we're almost to 69. Training droid challenge. We got to be level 70. And again, this is a quest that were held back by level for whatever reason. I don't know why I got the quest so early when I can't complete it until I'm level 72, but yeah, I got the same thing. And my Sasquatch is like 2 gold stars and there's a diamond all the way down at the end. It's pretty hilarious. But hey, I guess that's a long-term goal for me, right? Oh, I can't play Conquest. I would do a second Conquest. I would actually considering, like offering to play Conquest for somebody for a small fee. I wouldn't mind doing it. I know there's people that absolutely hate it, but I don't know how to advertise. So it's just got to be by word of mouth, I suppose. But yeah, you too, Stopper. Thanks for hanging, buddy. Be back again tomorrow for sure. Oh, we have advertisements playing, guys. Alright, so now we should be like, what's our... Oh, fleet challenges should be like all of them today, right? Yeah, look at all that. That's a lot to not have that multi-stream. That's a lot. That's a lot. What is the requirement? Level 68 plus, 3-star or higher, executrix. I mean, I guess, right? We'll take a go at it, but I should probably raise that thing's level 2. And that thing. I don't know. We'll see if this is enough. I have my doubts, but I could be wrong. Hopefully I am. Looks like ads are over. Appreciate you guys sticking through the ads, and of course, if you pay to go ad free on Twitch, you never saw them to begin with. Trying to, I definitely, I want to get better about. I thought I'd set up an alert to pop up in chat, but I guess I'm wrong. Um, we'll have to figure it out. And by we, I mean me, and probably the internet. And by the internet, I mean Google. Yeah, I'm having my doubts about being able to beat this. I think I need to get all these ships up to level 68, but we'll sim it. We'll sim the base level if it doesn't work out, and then set this as a stretch goal. Oh, this performance is driving me insane. It's just driving me nuts. If I'm figuring out the PC client thing tonight for this, I swear to God, I'm just over it. I am just over it. So yeah. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Does Rory like Beast Wars? My wife's best friend, her son is a real a real special kid, and when it comes to asking questions about superheroes or Transformers or whatever, I'm his go-to guy. I'm his guy, and he had a question about a Transformer. He's a cute kid. He's just a little bit older than my son. He's a good kid. Um, I'm not his uncle, but I do get called Uncle Matt, and that's good for my old heart. To It's nice when little kids consider you friends. And, I mean, obviously he looks at me as an adult too, but he considers me somebody he can be a buddy with, and that's always a fun feeling. His little sister's an absolute doll of a kid as well. Um, okay, so let's just go in here and streamline this. We'll just hit the buttons to go straight to the things we need to go to. Darkside Cantina, Fleet Mod. Yeah, this is all simmable, easy. Let's get it done. Get it out of the way stuff. What am I farming here? I'm definitely farming Anakin. Boom, Anakin's farmed. Done. And then we are going to light side. What are we farming? Oh, I've got a ton of energy too. But yeah, I definitely want to get the 600 tickets. That's to me that's the baseline of contribution. When I don't have much GP, I don't have much else to offer, I can get 600 tickets. That's what we're doing right here. Which is the best, I mean, it's the ultimate level of advice I can offer is, you find a way to contribute. And tickets, no, we don't want to do this live. I fat moused the wrong thing. Find a way to contribute, and tickets are a 100% way to contribute to the entire guild, which cannot be. Nobody will look down on that. If that's the only contribution to the guild you have, it's the only one, but it's the most important one. It benefits everybody. And then territory battles is definitely, if you can pitch in at all on territory battles, definitely do. Territory war, is kind of a tricky wicket at this level because you only have so many teams, and God knows what matchmaking and all this other stuff looks like at this level of territory war. But yeah, bare minimum, get your tickets for the guild. I thought these guys would boot me, and here I am over, like, what is it, 10 days now I've been chilling in this guild, and I'm still sticking around. So they must be okay with what I'm doing. You know what? Let's just do all of those. because he's one of our main ships right now. He's one of our main pilots. Let's keep it going. Hey, we're kind of close to unlocking Droideka. That's that would be an accomplishment for sure. How we looking? Did we nail it? Mod energy. I think we need to do mods. Yeah, mod energy right here. There we go. And we'll just kick it back a notch to, yeah, right here. Look at that. We can get all the mods. Get all the mods. Hey, we got one of those. That's nice. Some green 2-dot. Hey, look at that. Look at that. We are moving on up George Jefferson style. And hey, we almost got another level. Maybe we actually might ding another level turning these in. Yeah, for sure. Here it is. 69. What? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. What do we get at 70? Did we get more quests yet? No. Maybe it'll refresh if I hop out. But we did get more energy. So we'll need to spend these so it can start accumulating again. But that's not going to be too hard for us, is it? Nope. We're just going to kick over here. You know what? I probably need some health mods. Let's do this. And then at some point I'm going to have to bite the bullet and keep progressing through the nodes. Doing the work. You got to do the work. And unfortunately, there's no fast way to get through the nodes. I don't even think... Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't even think buying Hyperdrive Bundle unlocks all those nodes. I think you still have to do it manually, even if you have the Hyperdrive Bundle. Somebody will tell me I'm right or wrong at some point, I'm sure. But I think you still, no matter what, have to unlock every node manually, regardless of your Hyperdrive Bundle status. Sure, Marin, we'll need her someday, right? Yeah. 1,000,000,000% we will need her for something, someday, somehow, some way. And what's happening now? Okay. Nothing's happening. I get notified because we're in an alliance, as a lot of guilds are. You know, we are allied with people, so and other guilds, and so we have one big chat. And it kind of captures everything, and occasionally I just I get messages that aren't intended for me, and it's fine. But I always check because you never know when something might be relevant, just because it's on a different channel than you're accustomed to seeing. Ooh, this node I probably need to pay attention to. Be nice to get a good jump on those vulture droids, and Aiden's a beast under certain circumstances. But yeah, okay, I think we are dailied out unless there a quest anywhere. Gear 7. So we're starting to look at purple gear when you're looking at gear 7. And then yeah, these are 72. Nothing new unlocked. But hey, we made some progress. We got a couple levels. We got some shards unlocked. We got money somehow. I have no idea where these credits came from. No clue. But we can definitely pump a couple of characters up, which we're definitely going to take advantage of right now. Okay, so if we budget, and assuming the droids hold out, if we budget properly and the droids hold out, we can get some stuff done for a bunch of different characters. How much can I do here? Not much. We run out of money very fast. But maybe let's do that. That'll benefit his ship quite a bit. I mean, it'll benefit his ship. I don't know about the quite a bit part, but it'll benefit the ship. Pretty sure his abilities here benefit the ship as well. Yeah. Yeah, the account is in a good place, don't get me wrong, but I also feel like it's kind of in a weird place simultaneously. Where is he? This is the guy right here. Let's promote him. That will help his ship, and this will help his ship. Oh, see, now look at that. We're running out of training droids. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Ugh, all right, it's a balancing act, but you know, if we want to have a shot in hell at Fleet Arena, we need to keep these guys kind of pumping along a little bit. Yeah, and then we're gonna go look at TIE Bomber real fast. He's a pilotless ship, so we have no quick way. We just got to go into ships and sort by empire. Sure, why not? Let's just give these a little bit of love. Giving his mod some love would help as well. But it's a balancing act, you know, trying to keep everything kind of moving along. Oh, I guess. No. We don't have that. We don't have that. We don't have that. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah, let's give a little love to TIE Bomber also. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That should make some things in the fleet areas a little bit better, a little bit easier to manage. Oh, look, just in time. We did Squad Arena just in time. We got those done, and should be more energy here. Should be some more energy. But nothing I need to spend right now. I mean, I can definitely I can knock this guy down, and maybe. I mean, is this worth it though for prizes? Like me knocking this guy? No, I need to get top 20 for the prizes to change it all. But knocking him down would get me potentially close enough to where I could maybe ninja my way into the top 20. So that's something worth looking at the very least. Oh. Oh, I've been in this chair for a long time, but I did advertise a MEGASTREAM, did I not? So hopefully it did not disappoint. But yeah, I've got a couple of projects. First and foremost, PC client for this account. I got to figure out how to do that. I got to get it done. Second of all, want to start working on some more graphics for this. You know, put some. I've been using an overlay that I get from the program I stream through. I kind of want to build my own. I spent the money to have access to some graphics work stuff, and some of the stuff that you do see on the channel, actually, as much of it as I could do myself, I've done. But yeah, I want to just kind of improve everything. Ooh, I could probably knock this guy down. And then where was that guy who like somehow ninja'd with like a level 1 nothing here into the top 20? Oh, he might have been taken out. In the time we started doing this, and yeah, he got taken out in the time it took for me. Yeah, this is him, I think, right here. Commandante Daryl, I think, was sitting in the top 20 and just got knocked the F back. This guy is the only shot I would have at advancement. He might even be in my freaking guild. Is that my guild? Is that my guild? That might be my freaking guild. I don't know. But ooh, he's rocking level 70 ships. I don't know. That's a tall order. That's a pretty tall order. But I'll give it a try. But I'll do that off stream, guys. I gotta start paying attention here at the house. I've been being on stream for 4 hours is all well and good, and believe me, I've had a blast. But yeah, I gotta start focusing on some other things. But yeah, maybe if I can ninja him down, I can bust my way into the top 20 and go from no crystals to some crystals. Let's see if there's. Yeah, I'm gonna save up for another couple of days and buy buy that 1 million pack. You know, got 310 guild currency. I can buy some purples. It says I need them. I'm gonna hold off. How am I doing? Cantina shards though. Hey, look, I mean, that's not the greatest investment or the greatest return on investment, but I do need that stuff. So let's keep it flowing. Let's get some chop shards. And we'll get some. Oh, nope. Basic math here. It's a bigger number than I have available. Okay. All right. So kind of abbreviated, but I mean, we did the basics that we can do. Oh, an achievement. Win 10 fleet arena battles. I am achieved. Outstanding. Earn 10,000. I mean, look at that. I'm so close to getting that done too. Literally need 4 more tickets. I mean, shall we? Shall we, my friends? Shall we just knock this out real quick? And in case you don't know, like in case you've like thrown energy at something and then seen that your guild tickets didn't go up, it's Cantina and light side, dark side energy. So the red and the yellow energies are the only ones that count towards raid tickets. So fleet, your 2 blues don't, your red and your gold do. So if you've ever wondered why you missed the mark, it might be because you've been adding in all these instead of just these 2. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've mentioned it, and shame on me for forgetting till now. But yeah, you can see that in here under guild activities. Yeah, spend energy / cantina energy daily to earn raid tickets. So look at that, I'm number 1. But look at that, that's a little upsetting. And then yeah, I mean, I doubt we're a guild of 50. And then people are trying, but then yeah, there's people who aren't doing anything. Maybe they'll come around. Oh, and I didn't earn them because I maxed out my daily 600. I'm dumb. I'm dumb and I'm tired. I'm dumb. All right, guys. Okay, I am officially done for the day. Thank you so much for spending the last 4 hours with me. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me, guys. It really does. An hour is a long time to spend with anybody, and you guys have been here for basically 4. You know, my goals every day on stream is I want you guys to have fun, and I really hope you have fun. And please talk to me. I'm more than happy. Like, I've talked to Sopper about a game I'm not even actively displaying for you guys, but that's what he wants to talk about, and I'll be happy to talk to him about it. It doesn't derail anything. I can play the game and multitask and jump back and forth. So talk to me about whatever. Doesn't even have to be about gaming. If you have questions about life or, you know, anything, I will talk to anybody about almost anything. But yeah, it's great for you guys to hang out. It means a lot to me. If you're enjoying the channel and you're learning something, I'm trying to teach. I'm trying to give my perspective on my experiences and, you know, offer my opinions and my guidance about things. You know, I'm not saying everything I'm saying is going to be 100% applicable or accurate for everybody. Everybody's games are a little bit different. Everybody's accounts are a little bit different. But I try to give general information that hopefully can be used and applied for the broadest audience possible. And then, yeah, I'm having fun doing this. I hope you're having fun with me. I'm sure you've noticed, yeah, sometimes I can take things kind of hard, but for the most part, I try to be chill and I try to be self-deprecating because, you know, if you can't make fun of yourself, then what are you even doing? What's even happening here? But anyway, guys, I'll be back tomorrow with more Conquest, and territory battles will get a little more exciting as we start in on the next couple of days worth of special missions and then being on the planets, Mandalore and Zepho. And hopefully everybody's Mandalore and Zepho goes better than they did the last time, because we did not, as a guild, did not have a good time on either of those planets the last time around. We had a lot of unusual losses that normally wouldn't occur without explanation. So all we can say is RNG just decided to bite us all in the ass collectively. The only exception would be like Riva shards we did in our normal range, so that's not horrible. But anyways, guys, thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you spending your time with me. Back tomorrow. for more Conquest. And do we have? Is there anything else happening this week? Is it just Conquest and TB? There's nothing else going on, I don't think, that I've missed. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we have it covered. I think we got it covered. All right, guys. So until tomorrow, take care, take it easy, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.